He really did that?
All right, so welcome into your WrestleMania 31 review. As you can see, we've got a packed house. For those of you who are waiting for this live, I told the boys, I said, I just sat there for 6 fucking hours. I need a little time before we start this. So welcome in. We're going to give the review. As you can see, the overlay's not working. But head over to blitzsportsnetwork.com. Shout out to everybody who's been getting on the air with me on the website. Shout out to Tony, Karen, Christian, Quez, all of you who have gotten on videos with me. Looking forward to having you guys come on the air and sound off this week. So if you want to get on and share your thoughts, hop on blitzsportsnetwork.com, and I will try to find time to get you on the air to share your thoughts about WrestleMania 31 throughout the week. I'm going to start this out with this, because a lot of people, there's going to be different opinions on WrestleMania, and you've got different perspectives on the panel. You may find yourself agreeing with one guy more than the other. You may agree with one thing one person says and another thing another person says, a lot of variety here. But tonight, to me, is case in point as to why wrestling is wrestling, okay? I've had a lot of you send me a certain video out there, and they did a great job making it. I watched it. Kudos to that video maker. I'm not trying to take shots at, I don't take shots at people like that. But just the title itself. This is why wrestling is wrestling. When the fuck do feuds not end in a wrestling match? They end in the ring. Feuds lead to a match. And that's why I want to start this review out by saying wrestling is wrestling. So let's get into it.
Sports entertainment is sports entertainment.
And it still ends in a wrestling match.
And it ends in a pansy fight between two dudes who got fucking muscle on the floor, pumping through their fucking veins. And by the way, fuck Dalton Castle, that goddamn Tyler Breeze and Adam Rose combination of a motherfucker abomination in ROH. Fuck that motherfucker.
MG told me about that guy. I looked him up, and I said, I'm clicking X on the tab.
Bruce, I've defended Tyler Breeze. I seen Dalton Castle, and I told you, bro, this shit is bad.
Yep.
This is bad.
And he wasn't lying. But, all right, let's talk about the kickoff show, the pre-show, will you? So I knew they moved the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal to the pre-show. So foolishly, I tune in at the beginning of the 2 hours of the fucking pre-show so I don't miss it. So I can review it for you guys. The whole first fucking hour, they didn't have a wrestling match. Lesson learned. But the first match we get, there were still fans coming into the stadium. We get Cesaro and Kid against the Usos, against Kofi and Biggie Langston, the New Day, against Los Crapadores. You had El Torito ringside. You had Natalya, Xavier Woods, Naomi. Packed ring area, right? Yes, I did watch it, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't great, but the match did have, some crazy nonstop action. Early in the match, Cesaro sends Jey Uso into the barricade because he has a legit injury. That takes Jey Uso out of the match. Cesaro and Kid, I'm not going to go through too many details of this match, but Cesaro and Kid ended up retaining the titles, thankfully, when they did the stacked up 2 different superplexes at the same time out of the corner. Jimmy Uso hits a splash off the top rope, but Cesaro sends him out of the ring and steals the cover for the win. Pretty good free show match, and I think the tag team a lot of us were rooting for retain the titles. Now the question is, can they be booked in a serious fucking manner? The other pre-show match would be the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. They had Axel in there. Bo Dallas was in there. The Trash Ascension. Big Show, Titus O'Neil, Adam fucking Estrogen, bitch. Darren Young, Zack Ryder, Fandango, Heath Slater, Sin Cara, Ryback, Hideo Itami. He got a couple spots in the match. Mark Henry, The Miz, Mizdow, Goldust, Alex Riley, Kane, Jason Kidd, Cesaro, Jack Swagger, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, Eric Rowan, Biggie Langston. Why did Mark Times get removed? That's weird.
Wait, Jason Kidd was in the match?
Yeah, Tyson Kidd.
Shout out to J Kidd. You know,
Oh, did I say Jason
great
Kidd?
job with the Bucks.
I meant
I heard
got some
Jason.
boys playing some
my
good ball.
bad.
You know what I'm saying?
He's retired. He failed as a coach. No. Jimmy Uso and Los Matadores. So you had a fucking hodgepodge in this match. The crowd was into it. It ended up coming down to Ryback, The Big Show, The Miz, and Damian Mizdow. I'd like to thank my co-host for correcting me there. But The Big Show eliminates Ryback, and the crowd was, yeah, they were definitely behind Ryback. But this left The Big Show, The Miz, and Mizdow. Mizdow starts to refuse helping The Miz with The Big Show. Miz starts snapping on Mizdow. The chance, this is a part that I liked, a little caveat, a little detail here. The chance went from Mizdow to Sandow. Now that's what I'm talking about. Sandow grabs The Miz from behind and eliminates him from the Battle Royal. So this leaves Damian Sandow in The Big Show. Sandow goes to The Big Show. Big Show goes to eliminate him. Sandow skins the cat. He works over Big Show some more. Big Show cuts him off with a shoulder tackle. Big Show runs at Sandow. Sandow pulls the top rope down. You're like, hell no. Big Show falls on the apron. Sandow's biting his hand because he's holding on to the top rope, but Big Show gets up, catches Sandow with a potential choke slam, but Sandow counters with a choke. Big Show lifts Sandow to the apron. He picks Sandow up and eliminates him. Fuck. So the Big Show wins the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. You got the big Damian Sandow turning on the Miz moment. And I don't know. You know, the Big Show, obviously, a lot of us have become frustrated with him over the years. But, I mean, this was a guy who was
ain't the word.
bored, frustrated, the whole kit and caboodle. But to me, you know, this is a guy who came into the business feloniously by Bischoff being billed as the son of Andre the Giant. But he's always been intertwined with Andre. So, you know, he won this match once. I mean,
yeah, but he sucks now.
He does. But I can understand the logic behind it.
Kenta should have won. Yeah, well, GTS all motherfucking day. And fuck CM Punk for putting out those disrespectful ass tweets to fucking Kenta, a man who he stole all of his fucking style from. Fuck CM Punk.
No, don't worry.
Fuck you. CM Punk.
And he disrespected motherfucking Fujinami. CM Punk can go lick fucking cocks. I hope he gets his ass fucking knocked out.
Oh, he will.
Get knocked
That's
out.
Disrespectful to CM Punk.
Fuck CM Punk. Fuck Phil Brooks.
What did he put it? What? He put that? You serious?
What? I'm saying what?
I didn't see this.
To buy his fucking merch because he's a fan.
Mad Genius, stop making stories because you don't like him. Stop making stories.
He tweeted this shit on, when was that NXT event? Was it Friday night? Because word broke.
I don't think I believe
the video popped up that Kenta hit the GTS and he tweeted that shit out and immediately I blocked his fucking ass.
What did he tweet out?
CM Punk tweeted what? Wait,
I'm looking it up right now.
I'm about to go look right now.
Did he delete it?
I don't care.
I blocked him as soon as he was talking about Colt Cabana got a big dick. I said, yo, son, I don't want to see this motherfucker ever.
Wait a minute, y'all. Come on.
Yeah, your boy CM Punk, fuck that dude, man. I don't fuck with that dude.
Wait, here we go.
Wait a minute.
Here we go. At Hideo Tommy, yo, 20% off my stuff at Pro Wrestling Tees. Buy Fujinami your shirt. He's a fan. Fuck you!
Yo, what did he say?
He tweeted this shit directly. He tweeted this shit right after. Hold on, somebody's got their fucking.
Wait, someone's got a bad echo. I think it's lyrical.
Really? I got a headset on. Okay.
It's definitely lyrical. There we go.
But
everyone else was fine. It was lyrical.
He tweeted this shit right after word broke out that Kenta hit the fucking GTS on the NXT with his nose held high and his big ass fucking ego, like he invented the move, like he didn't rip off fucking Kenta for everything that he is, from the Falcon's arrow to the GTS to the Kenta combination to all of the shit that he did, the running knee in the corner, acting like he ain't ripped this motherfucker off.
Read that tweet again. Read that tweet again.
Here we go. At Hideo Tommy. Yo, 20% off my merch. 20% off my stuff at Pro Wrestling Tees. Buy Fujinami a shirt. He's a fan.
By the way, CM Punk fans, I've defended him a lot with Mad Genius. Not much I can defend there.
No, he and all these fucking dumbass CM Punk fans act like Punk's been doing all of these fucking moves. That was doing all these fucking moves. He never did the GTS before he got to the E. Not once. He never did the Kenta combination or the fucking running knee in the corner before he got to the E. He stole that shit from motherfucking Kenta. CM Punk's entire in-ring swag was stolen from Kenta and Samoa Joe. For those who don't know.
Yo, this bitch-ass cocksucker really tweeted that shit?
Yes.
The drama has begun on the WrestleMania review.
By the way, Kenta would whoop CM Punk's ass in a real fight. Just saying, Kenta's been kickboxing for like 20 years, by the way.
Yeah, but
a lot of people.
Was Kenta ever in the UFC, bro?
Oh, shit. Jay, come on.
Hey,
don't
tell you one thing. CM Punk won't be there for long after he gets his ass fucking decapitated in that
I don't know. I think he's more credible. He's got a contract with UFC, so I think I
he's
won
more
that
credible?
debate.
This is all about dollars. What credibility does CM Punk have to be in the UFC, Jay? Please explain this to me.
Because
I'm ready to argue this one to the end. Please, his legendary tempo skills.
Yo, hold on, MG. Did you see those UFC pictures that CM Punk look? He looked like a dope fiend drummer for the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
What? Thank you.
He still doesn't look like he's in good shape. I mean,
he never looked like he was in good shape, man. Motherfucking backup dancing for 9 Inch Nails or some shit like that. Fuck out of here, man.
This is a bad time to say I'm still rooting for him.
yes, it is.
No, I understand.
I'm never giving CM Punk a lick of credit for shit he does ever again, even if it's good. You'll never hear me put CM Punk over, ever.
And I just got Grits to fucking put him over, too.
After that shit, you disrespect the fucking legend that is Kenta?
No, that's
blasphemous. That is
that's
blasphemous. Are you fucking kidding me?
You think CM Punk really cares?
No.
He don't care.
I don't give a fuck about CM Punk. Fuck him.
He don't care that you don't give a fuck.
All right, so let's move on to the main show.
That he's disrespecting motherfucking legends who.
I'm with you on this one, MG.
To steal all of their shit from.
I'm with you. I think we're all with you on this.
He even stole his goddamn colorways from Kenta. The black and the fucking yellow. He even stole that from Kenta.
Hey, how about...
Is there nothing that he stole from Kenta?
Well, in fairness, that was probably influenced by Bruce Lee originally, but we'll just...
No. Wait. CM Punk never wore those colors.
No. Not for CM Punk. I'm just saying Kenta was probably influenced by Bruce Lee a little bit.
Oh, of course, but I'm saying CM Punk...
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Everything that he could. He stole everything he could from fucking Kenta.
Well,
and at least Danny O'Brien, who uses the label lock in the fucking Busaiku knee, got the blessing from Kenta. He was man enough to ask Kenta for the fucking blessing. And Kenta said yes. CM Punk, on the other hand, no.
Yo, Phil Brooks, fuck you from New York City. I can't do MMA. I can't wrestle, but I'm half Jamaican, half Puerto Rican, 5'10", 165 pounds, and I'll stab you, and I'll get you.
Wait, whoa. All right, Chris. Wow, this one started off with a bang, huh?
Bringing the ruckus here.
Yes.
Well, I'm on CM Punk's side, so.
With Jay.
You'll be the face. You'll be the face for the night. That's fine by me.
Jay sees a brilliant opportunity to troll, and he hops on that shit like fucking Randy Orton with an opportunity for an RKO. All right. Point taken. So as far as the main show, it starts out with the LL Cool J WrestleMania intro video. A lot of people. Come on, Grits. Grits, come on now.
He was doing it well.
Oh, come on, man.
I love it.
But those of us who still put LL over just try to remember the 80s, you know.
He's over with me. He's from Queens, man. That motherfucker grew up right around the corner from here, man. I'm all for it.
And so he played the game.
After I seen In Too Deep, I was like, okay, LL's a real motherfucker, dog. There's no way you can't be a real motherfucker and be in Too Deep.
Bruce, remember back in the day, man, they had Run DMC perform at WrestleMania. I'm all for it.
Oh, yeah.
Two legendary rappers from Queens.
Dude, and the wrestling crowd was like, who's these guys? Yeah.
I still ain't forgave him for that Diddy bullshit a couple years ago when I heard Coming Home fucking 15 million times. I fucking hate that fucking song.
Well, it's like popular rappers and WWE usually just do not go together.
But this intro video package with LL was awesome.
Okay.
Went through the WrestleMania history. I fucking enjoyed it. LL, for those of you who are 60s babies or 70s babies or even some 80s babies.
Or 30s babies if you're Bruce.
No, 70s. I ain't going that far back, but cool to see LL. You know what I mean? So it starts out with the WWE Intercontinental Championship ladder match. Duh.
Yay, jobbers, ladders, and championships.
Oh, come on. Now, come on.
Yeah, this match sucked just for the end result, and I'm just saying.
All right, let me get through the match, boys.
Was Dolph Ziggler in it?
Fuck Daniel Bryan. It's all about Bryan Danielson.
Well,
hey, MG, thank you for jumping on board. Thank you. That guy.
I'm not calling any of these dudes by their fucking. I'm not calling any of these dudes by their fucking WWE slave names. I'm calling them by their real fucking names. These motherfuckers got cool. No, that motherfucker is Bryan Danielson.
Dude, I still don't know what Claudio's WWE name is. I still don't know.
So it's not
refuse to know.
It's not Hideo Itami.
It's fucking Kenta. With all fucking cats, damn it.
It's not Kunta Kente. It's Kunta Kenta.
Hell yeah.
Shit, I'm gonna start calling Dolph Ziggler Nick Nemeth. Fuck it.
All right. So this match had Wade Barrett, Dolph Ziggler, Daniel Bryan, Dean Ambrose, Stardust, Luke Harper, and R-Truth. My favorite moves of the match: Ambrose's suicide dive on Harper, R-Truth's front flip plancha.
Suicide dive.
R-Truth's front flip plancha. Good to see him bust that out.
Ron Killings.
Luke Harper's backdrop of Ziggler onto the rest of the guys. Luke Harper's suicide dive. Dean Ambrose's dive off the ladder on everyone else was cool, and that was
Moxley's dive off the ladder.
And that was just at the start of the match. Daniel Bryan's. I heard an interview. By the way, little tidbit. I heard an interview with Daniel Bryan. Before WrestleMania, where he said that fans expect him to, basically pull out all the stops in this match and whatever, and he sounded hesitant to want to do that. These other guys were gung-ho, though. But Daniel Bryan's missile drop kick to Barrett with the ladder was pretty cool. His running drop kicks on Cody in the corner. Luke Harper's ladder shot to Daniel Bryan's face was pretty stiff. Bryan's kicks on Harper as he was tied up upside down on the ladder. Ziggler's super kick on Bryan was nice. Stardust, fucking Cody Rhodes. His ladder shot to Harper. Wade Barrett trashing Stardust's ladder and then using one of the legs of that fucking glittery piece of shit. I enjoyed that. Harper sending Ambrose into the ladder in the corner. I like that. Luke Harper's Terry Funk impression. EC Dub. Anybody remember how I used to do that? R-Truth's.
Ladder's like a helicopter propeller.
Your mic has completely gone to like 1980 robot mode. We can't hear anything. R-Truth.
Are you using the original Apple computer?
He's got a what were those? The Unisys. But
that, Bruce?
It's really old. Yeah. R-Truth's scissors kick to send Harper into the ladder. Wade Barrett's superplex to start us off the ladder was class. Luke Harper powerbombing Dean Ambrose through the fucking ladder. Holy fuck. The CZW John Moxley got fucked up on that. The way he landed was fucked, man. Doctor is running over, checking on him. He was hurt. But before, in my preview or in one of the videos on the website, I can't remember which one, I was talking about who's going to be the one to take that bump in this match. Of course, Dean Ambrose was the one. Ziggler's super zigzag to Harper off the ladder was nice. Bryan's running knee on Wade Barrett, psycho knee. Bryan and Ziggler's crazy fight on the top of the ladder. The fucking crowd's going crazy. And, of course, when Daniel Bryan pulled down that IC title, it was an awesome moment when the crowd erupted. It's still a little weird to see him cheerleading the S chants with the IC belt. after having both belts last year. But this was a crazy fucking match. I really enjoyed it. They delivered as expected. Guys, have at it.
Oh, boo-hoo. There's people in the comment section that are mad that I went at their fucking hero, CM Punk. How about you fucking dumbasses get off the couch and put the goddamn potato chips down and go get some fucking pussy? Sounds like...
Hey, can I say something about the match before y'all destroy it?
Yes, Calvin, please.
I actually thought it was decent. I thought it had some good spots in it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not. Definitely the power bomb outside. I thought that was that was probably the best part of the match to me. For the most part, but I thought it was okay. It wasn't horrible. I guess for what the WWE puts out there.
Good drama, good wrestling. You had the highest spots. You knew they were going to try to steal the show. I don't know if they accomplished that.
No.
There was a lot of competition tonight, but, well, would you say that Dean Ambrose had the bump of the show? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fuck. Shoddy, that looked like it hurt.
Yeah. He was
done, man.
He was done.
Calvin Shoddy, fuck. Did they show the replay and the way his head hit that, way it broke? And then his head hit that rung of the ladder. I was like, yep, he's hurt.
His head bounced off the ladder.
This is a dude who's gone through panes of glass. And
no, this ain't the same dude. That was John Moxley who went through panes of glass. Dean Ambrose squirts mustard and ketchup on motherfuckers and slimes motherfuckers in the face like he's on Nickelodeon. Well, people.
He went through the fucking ladder in this match.
Fuck Dean Ambrose. And after the comments he made, fuck John Moxley too.
Wow.
I just want to know how the yes chants the yes movement's doing. Is it still alive and kicking, or?
Yeah.
Because I think it's. I mean, at this point, you guys are really making a lot of change. Been delegated to the Intercontinental Championship. You guys are really making some big fucking changes now.
Last year he was in the last match. This year he's in the first match.
Oh boy. What are you guys going to complain about on Raw tomorrow night? Daniel Bryan needs to have all the titles now? Holy fucking shit.
Dean Ambrose had a hell of a bump. The match overall, it had good pacing.
Grits. It was a good pace, yeah.
It was. I fucks with Cody, man. I can't get with.
Dude, he's got to get out of that stick. What the fuck was he wearing to the ring tonight?
He looked like a new age version of one of them dudes from Clockwork Orange, man. You know what I mean? Like that. But the thing about it is, Cody Rhodes himself as a talent, he's got it.
He's great.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
He knows how to work. He knows how to do whatever type of spots you want. He can work with the big dudes, the smaller dudes, the in-between dudes, fast style, pace style, storytelling. He's got it all. He's got the package, but if this is the only way he could get on TV when it comes to Vince McMahon's fuckboy company and all that dumb shit, then he's got to play the game. But
He's playing the game of taking dick in the ass. Now, please allow me
I'm
5
down with
minutes.
MG on that, bro. I'm down with MG on that. Because I'm not.
Go ahead.
Hey, listen, I'm not down with Cody Rhodes. I'm sorry, Grits. I can't be down with him because.
No, I'm not down with Stardust. I'm not down with
Stardust. As soon as you give me the Stardust gimmick, as soon as you throw that out to me, I'm quitting my job. So no, I'm done. I'm not doing it.
Well, his dad came out. His dad came out there with polka dot PJs, man, and his dad was already an all-time great before that. So
yeah, but in the 1980s, in the 80s.
Yeah,
though.
but listen, that's how the Rhodes boys get down.
With an overweight black woman named Sapphire.
Yeah, they in it for the check. Everybody got to get their check, however they gonna get their check. But
I want to hear what Calvin was going to say. He was trying to tell you something, Grits. Go ahead, Calvin.
Grits, I agree with what you're saying. The guy is pretty good, but he blowing dust in motherfuckers' face. I'm not gonna take him really serious after all that.
You know what I'm saying?
He stole Alexa Bliss's gimmick. Let's be honest.
The only type of dust I ever blew out was the kind that Denzel was using in Training Day. Now back to the match. Whatchamacallit? This motherfucker, he was just one component of the match. It's hard for me to say that anybody really stood out. You know what I'm saying? Dean Ambrose, other than that bump, They didn't let him get down too much with anything in particular. They didn't. You see, I go back to the days, and here you go, call me the grumpy old man. When you had motherfuckers like Edge and Christian and the Hardys and the Dudleys doing these type of matches, when they were a lot more dark, sadistic, and you had motherfuckers doing flips and shit like that. You don't really see too many, unless it's in NXT, you don't really see the acrobatic aspect of these ladder matches anymore. You just see spots. But when it comes to acrobatics and athleticism, you don't really see that with the main roster.
Well, that's because Jeff Hardy left, and so did Shelton Benjamin. So I'm just
thank
saying.
you. So,
or Jeff Hardy was pushed out, but yeah.
Yeah, but you see good workers and you see safe work. Nobody out there putting anybody in jeopardy. The bump that Dean Ambrose took, and we're gonna save this for later on, Bruce, because I seen him take one. I seen a couple other dudes take some. It's called a flat back bump. Just a dead weight drop onto shit. Something that fuckboy buckethead John Cena still can't do to save his motherfucking life. Stop taking bumps on your ass, you fucking petrified pussy.
Wow.
Motherfucker, man, in your fucking khaki shorts. You can't sleep away shorts.
Let
Old
him
Navy
know.
shorts.
Let him
Fuckboy.
know.
But that superplex with Barrett and Stardust off the ladder, that was alright. I don't know. These ladder matches is for the Intercontinental title. I seen somebody tweeted, "Oh, Cena has the U.S. title. D-Bry has the Intercontinental title. Now those titles are relevant again." I don't see how Daniel Bryan is holding this title makes it prestigious again, especially with the mega push he had or whatever. If that's what's going to make it prestigious again, until this shit starts going back to the round robin.
IC title, dude. The IC title, now that Daniel Bryan holds it, it's the exact opposite, because Daniel Bryan holding that title now represents all the WWE universe, which essentially means that title stands for "I live in my basement, I'm a virgin, and I get no pie." That's what that title is now.
Talk about it. I don't get pussy. I stick my dick in a jar of peanut butter. Yeah, those type of motherfuckers, man. I'm so tired of you motherfucking sheep, fanatical, overzealous cock blowers, man. WWE fanboys. Get off my fucking Twitter with your bullshit, man. Alright? I don't fold, man, to this sycophantic corporate neo-fascist regime that motherfuckers call the WWE. I don't praise these motherfuckers and blow cock for every little thing they do, man. All right? So I ain't going to sit up here and I ain't going to shit on this match. It was entertaining. Did I see anything innovative? No. Did I see anything that I haven't seen before? No. Did it blow me out of the water? No. I'd rather have me a nice, tight white girl like Paige blow me out of the water, blow me on the land, blow me in the living room. But this match was a good warm-up shit. You know what I'm saying? A nice way to get the crowd lathered up and all that type of shit right there. They gave the fans a nice cookie, and they gave them a nice treat just to open up the show. Here you go. Your boy got your little title, got the white strap around his waist, and there you have it. But nothing that woo. But I ain't gonna.
WWE Universe knows nothing about eating cookie.
Yeah, hey. You know what I mean? But everybody brought it this match for what it's worth. A couple of these dudes deserve spots higher in the card, no doubt. But they still brought it, man.
Yeah, they did.
Let me have a real quick #continuity moment, because as you guys know, I don't watch this product. I really just have a question. Now, when I last watched this product, Cody Rhodes and Goldust were a tag team.
They were going to go into a feud.
Please complete that sentence. Okay, I just wanted to say.
Yeah, they went into a feud and then they got one bad reaction from a crowd and Vince just dropped it. For now.
And people wonder why I don't watch this shit. So, okay, there you go.
All right, the next match was another match I think we were all expecting to deliver. Seth Rollins and Randy Orton. Of course, you had the J&J Security ringside. I enjoyed some of the early match back and forth action, but my favorite moves of the match were Orton's clothesline after Rollins hit the running powerbomb in the corner. Oh, they were making Orton look strong. Orton's hanging double DDT off the apron to the floor to J&J Security. Orton's clotheslines into a power slam attempt Rollins holds the ropes. He goes for the curb stomp, but Orton hits the power slam to counter. That was pretty cool. Orton's exploder suplex. Rollins hit an Asai moonsault, which was nice. Orton's hanging DDT on Rollins. Rollins' Shiranui attempt, which was countered by a Randy Orton RKO. That was pretty fucking cool. Orton's RKO on Noble, and then he caught Mercury midair coming off the second rope after teasing the punt kick, which is, it's all you're going to get is a tease of the punt kick. Seth Rollins' curb stomp after the distraction, which Orton kicked out at 2, so both guys had kicked out of each other's finishers at this point. Good methodical pace to the match, crisp. The sequence of Rollins going for the Phoenix Splash. And I was thinking Orton's going to fucking jump up and catch him with the RKO in the middle of this Phoenix Splash. No, Orton moves. Rollins lands on his feet. He kicks Orton in the gut. He goes for the curb stomp, pops up, and Orton jumps up in the middle of the fucking curb stomp and hits an RKO for the win. Incredible match. I fucking loved it. The reaction to Orton countering the curb stomp with the RKO, I mean, the crowd went fucking crazy. They delivered. First 2 matches delivered. We expected him to deliver, and they did. Great counters from each guy. I thought Rollins still looked pretty strong, even in the loss, but clearly with Orton turning face, I was, with the way that they gave Orton that big beat down on Raw, I wasn't for sure that he was going to get this win, but he did. And they delivered. It was a great match. I was entertained, period.
Yeah,
but both guys did well.
Orton winning clearly would have made it obvious that Seth Rollins was walking out with the title. Because I would have thought for sure Seth Rollins was going to go over on Orton, and since he didn't, to me, made it pretty clearly obvious what they were going to do with him, in my opinion.
Yeah, it definitely made you think that was possibly going to happen. Yeah. Still
pretty predictable, in my opinion, because they're not going to leave Seth Rollins that empty-handed, in my opinion. Not with the way that they've been pushing him.
Fucking 4 months. He was standing toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar, wasn't showing any fear. Randy Orton comes back, he's running out of the fucking arena like a bitch. I mean, shit.
By the way, I had second thoughts about that, Jay, after that little, just to fast forward a little bit, when Roman Reigns got in the ring and they did that whole thing all the way around the ring with the camera and the fucking fireworks shooting off the top of the stadium. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, oh, fuck, it's going to be a coronation.
Wait, they gave him a celebration thing at the end?
At the beginning, before the fucking match even started.
Oh.
I'm like,
well, then they were really trying to play. To me, that would have made it even more obvious that Reigns was losing, or not losing, or at least coming out empty-handed, because they're trying to play it up pretty big, before the match. I didn't even see that, so.
I think the thing is, though, a lot of us know how stubborn Vince is, so there was still a lot of guesswork for a lot of us, I think, going into that match. If that led you to believe that, Jay, I can see why.
I don't find myself over-guessing stuff like this, though, because I don't watch the product enough to analyze it so much that because I feel like people who watch it on a week-to-week basis or are really involved with it will find themselves guessing more just because they know so much more. So they're thinking about every which angle things could go. But from a guy like my point of view, I don't know. That would make it pretty obvious to me, especially if they gave him a celebration before the match even started. Just my opinion.
Yeah, that is a good observation, actually, man. Anyone else on the Rollins Orton match?
Let me jump in on this, big homie.
All right.
Crisp match, which I expected from the two of them. I caught it on the replay. I didn't catch it the first time around. I was out and about getting me some good Jamaican food. You know what I mean? Stewed chicken, spinach, rice. You know what I'm saying? Little chicken patty with cocoa bread on the side. I'm a greedy motherfucker. So I came back. I had just finished. That match had just finished, but I definitely caught it on the replay because this is one of my dudes from a seniority standpoint in Randy Orton, and this is one of my dudes, moving forward when it pertains to Seth Rollins. So I expected nothing less than some good in-ring work, some good storytelling. I don't like the J&J security shit but I understand, why they needed, little interference, cause a little bit of a schmaz or whatever have you. That's the way to work around certain things. That's the way to have false finishes and bring a little bit of drama, suspense. Do you always need that? No. In the WWE's, way of thinking, yes. But I don't think to have a good match, you always need that. I don't think to have false finishes and suspense, you always need that. But that's how they do things over here. You know what I mean? Other than that, it was.
What'd you think of that RKO for the finish?
I was just about to listen. I was about to bring up 2 points. The first one, before I get to that one, Randy Orton. This motherfucker can adapt, man. How many times has he changed his look?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How many times has he made
Why?
just
What do you do now?
a little twinge, a little something here to his character, to his outfit? But now he's rocking the elbow pads. You know what I mean? He already went with the black wrist tape around. Now he's rocking the black elbow pads, and it's just little shit like that. You don't have to go all crazy with it. You know what I mean? Just add a little or subtract a little here and there. Just to change your look up a little, or he'll change his hairstyle. He'll rock a beard. He won't rock a beard. He'll rock a full body. He'll have the buzz cut. You know what I'm saying? Like
less baby oil,
shit,
more
man.
Baby oil.
There you go. Tan baby oil, carrot-based baby oil. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? He'll change it up. But the fact is, he got a nice little rhythm with his shit when it comes to evolving. Not like certain motherfuckers who all they do is change their T-shirt and their hat, and they call it a fucking day. This is the brand new me. You know, fuck out of here. Or other motherfuckers change their whole complete shit and they go from some Puerto Rican thugs to two fucking bullfighting pricks. No shit like that. No gimmicky shit. You know what I'm saying? My man RKO, I'm calling him RKO from now on. He's official with it. And speaking of the RKO, this man takes his pedigree, and I'm not referencing Triple H's finishing move, but his pedigree when it pertains to his family name and his trade, the family business, and where he stands with it very seriously. I think, especially post 2002, there hasn't been any other wrestler in this company who has consistently been as consistent as Randy Orton when it comes to finding new ways to hit his finisher, innovating ways to hit his finisher, keeping his finisher fresh, which adds to, new ways to finish a match, which adds to bringing suspense and more drama to his matches.
Which, by the way, Grits, is a reboot of what DDP did with the Diamond Cutter.
Yes. And that's what people don't understand how major that was with DDP. It wasn't that people were just waiting to see him hit the Diamond Cutter. They wanted to see
did it a new way this time. Yeah.
You understand? And Randy Orton, he's mastered that technique. You know what? From now on, I got a new top three. I kept saying Cesaro, Ziggs, and Sandow. Sandow is still on the lower tier because I seen him do an interview with IGN for some shit he had with the WWE 2K15 video game. They're coming out with the Warrior DLC, downloadable content this Tuesday. I'll put that over. But he was doing it, and he's just a cool motherfucker. So Sandow, I fucks with him. So he's still number 3. But number 2 is Randy Orton now. Number 1 is Brock Lesnar. Because I just like real fucking dudes. And, Cesaro has fallen off the radar with me. Dolph Ziggler, you're right, Bruce. Like, he's gone beyond stale. This motherfucker is the epitome of vanilla wafer now when it comes to wrestling, to me. I haven't seen anything innovative in his wrestling style, his technique, his matches. He hasn't evolved to me, He's still a cool motherfucker outside of the ring. But Randy Orton moves into that number 2 spot for me because I think people won't understand what they had in Randy Orton until it's far too late. The same way a lot of us Knicks fans, well, not me, but a lot of Knicks fans here didn't appreciate what we had in Patrick Ewing until like the last 10 years, and we see what the fuck is. You know what I'm saying?
I've said that so many times before with Randy Orton. Bruce probably will not specifically remember, he probably doesn't, but about Randy Orton, people missing him when he's gone, especially wrestling fans. I've said that plenty of times on reviews before, so definitely agree with that.
I wholeheartedly agree with that, man. It's like lately, because I know that he's getting older, I'm starting to really appreciate him more now. I've spent the last 2 or 3 years going back and researching and studying his old matches and stuff, and everything I've seen, he's been able to work with any type of motherfucker. And when it comes to this company, and MG, I'm telling you, if you give him a chance, I think he could go worldwide. I think he could go international with his style. I think he'd be able to adapt to any type of company and any type of style they want him to work. I think he's more. I think he's more able to do that than most of the guys from his crop that came in around the same time he has. I think he can do that more so than a lot of these other guys. And not just a guy like Ziggler who will just take bumps and shit like that, but he'd be able to really produce an...
I agree about Orton. I would say the guy who most reminds me of Orton in the ring is Okada from New Japan, and that's a style that's really easily adaptable worldwide, especially with how clean Orton works and the psychology he's able to tell in the ring. I agree.
And I'm glad he had his little WrestleMania. And
I think Grits is having...
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was saying, Bruce, the same thing with Michael Jordan. Up until his last 2 finals, his last 2 seasons, and those 2 finals performances against the Utah Jazz, I didn't really understand what I was watching because there was too much hate in my blood. You understand? But when I knew it was close to the end, I started appreciating and relishing every chance I got to see him more. And I think a lot of y'all should start doing that with RKO, man, because y'all, like Jay said, y'all not going to understand and miss him until he's gone, man. Real fucking talk. So I like this match, man. This match was over with Grits.
Yep. Great start to the show.
Yeah, but the thing about Orton though, is how old is Orton? He's not even old. So, I mean, he's been wrestling forever because he started when he was so young. So, it'd be a while before you'll have to say it'd be a while before you do miss him if he ever does.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but why wait? Because that's what happened with me with Jordan. I waited too long. You know what I'm saying? You feel like somebody's going to be there forever, and then in the blink of an eye, they're gone. You know what I'm saying? So just stop hating on this motherfucker. He's the yin, or he's the yang to Cena's yin. No flay. Pause on that. But I understand they came up and they came through this shit the same kind of level with each other, but in different ways. Don't fall victim to that narrative that they're the same motherfucker. They were pushed the same way. No, maybe he's strange bedfellows with Triple H or whatever have you. Fine, you know that's the business of the shit. You got to politic, but appreciate Orton, man, much more than a lot of people have.
Well, Calvin, what'd you think about the match? Calvin or Shoddy?
Oh, my bad, man.
Oh, there's Calvin. Okay.
I had a video that I made before WrestleMania came on today, and I said
Carolina Calvin on YouTube. Subscribe. Go ahead.
And I talked about this match, and Orton has been able to put on decent matches with a guy like Cena. I mean, you think about that, that's not even possible. I mean, a guy like Cena in a match, you wouldn't think that's possible. But Orton, man, a lot of people don't talk about this guy. In my opinion, he's really underrated. To a lot of the fans, most people want to talk about Daniel Bryan. I mean, okay, I liked Dolph Ziggler before, but like you said, he's becoming stale. Randy Orton's been that guy that. I never said bad things. Most of us never really said bad things about Orton, and he constantly goes out there and produces. And I said, coming into this match, I said this is going to be one of the better matches of the entire pay-per-view, and it ended up turning out to be a really solid match. As expected.
Shoddy.
Well, you guys took the words right out of my mouth. I also expected a great match going in. It's Randy Orton. We know the guy's going to perform, and that's exactly what he did. Had a very solid match here. You guys pretty much summed it up. I give this match I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4, just barely, but it's a 4. Very solid match here. For WWE standards, it's 4.
We've got a new guy on the panel that you guys some of you might not know, he's got a good YouTube channel, Mark Times. Make sure to go subscribe to him. MarkTymes. Mark, you had the ladder match to start the show. You had Orton and Rollins. How are you feeling at this point?
Can you guys hear me first of all?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. All right. Orton and Rollins was pretty good, but I don't think it was better than Cena and Rusev.
Oh shit.
But in all seriousness though.
Fuck. Never mind that subscribing channel thing. Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
No, but in all seriousness though, man, Randy Orton is like, if one word you need to describe him is consistency. The guy goes out there every time and puts on a good match. Seth Rollins is the same example. A guy who came up from the Indies and worked his way up, and he's become a really good talent and a top talent in the WWE. I would really love to see Orton outside of the E and wrestle a guy like an Adam Cole or AJ Styles or a Tanahashi in Japan. But the guy's good, and he's not like Cena. He's obviously better than Cena by leaps and bounds. So the match was pretty good. I really wanted to see the Phoenix Splash with the RKO, but it is what it is. The match was good. I'll give it like a 3.25 out of 5.
So you're an international dude too, right, Mark? When it comes to wrestling, right?
Oh yeah, bro.
All right, so I'm gonna pose this question to you and MG. I think the match should happen. I think it's a dream match that a lot of people would like to see. So I'm posing this question to both of y'all. RKO versus the Rainmaker, man. Randy Orton versus Okada. Is that a match y'all would like to see? Do y'all think that would be a good match?
I'm game. Most fans would probably consider it boring. Because even Okada has his detractors out there. Some people get. There's a lot of people who don't like Okada. Feels like he can't carry a match, and then obviously Orton has his detractors. Personally, I'd like to see it. I look at Okada as a more athletic version of Orton, but all in all, Orton's a crisper worker. I think it'd be good.
Yeah, I agree with MG on that one. Obviously, Okada doesn't, he like everybody else, he has people who don't like him, but in my opinion, you can't just sit up there and say he's not a good wrestler. The guy is one of the best over there. If he came to the E, I think he would be best suited with a manager, a guy like a Paul Heyman or whatnot, to talk for him and whatnot, and I believe he would be a big star. But in terms of him and Orton, I think that match was still the show. Because Orton's a crisp worker. Like MG said, Okada's a good worker, but a lot of people say he's not the greatest at carrying matches or whatnot. But I think those two could tear it down, man.
Dude, I'm sorry, but MG's response to that, you can just tell that he's such a wrestling purist and a wrestling snob.
Wow.
You can just tell when he answers that he wants to be like, I don't really think it's going to be that good of a match because nothing lives up to the standards of MG because all the wrestling he watches, wherever the fuck he watches his shit. I mean, it's unbelievable. Such a fucking wrestling snob.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate the compliment.
Well played, MG. Well played, MG. Wow. All right, so let's move on to the next one. You guys.
CM Punk again. I just like to make sure that's very clear.
Okay. Mad Genius CM Punk, not a fan. I think the heat's about to get turned up because we're about to talk about the Sting Triple H match.
Oh, shit. I'm shining my fucking shovel right now.
All right, shine it up. Let me get through it. Let me get through what happened for the people who didn't see Mania.
I got the sickle and the axe as well.
And then shit's going to go fucking crazy. But Sting's entrance was pretty cool, with the instruments and whatnot. Triple H's Terminator entrance, I liked it. I'm a fan of Terminator. Vince and Triple H. Do you think they've dropped trial for Arnold is the question? Grits.
They had fucking Arnold in the Jumbotron. They was looking at
I had to steal a Grits term there. Drop trowel.
They did. You know they did. They had that motherfucker peel the skin off to reveal the 13-inch mechanical cock of
Oh, shit.
and ram it right up there, McMahon Helmsley regime. You understand?
Well, Sting's entrance just left me wanting more. Let's say that we do get that Undertaker versus Sting match next year. There's going to be a lot of speculation for the next year about 32. It's going to be the topic of the year. But could the WWE let Sting have a little fucking creative input on his entrances? What the fuck, man? None of this just screams Sting. None of it. It just screams WWE trying to interpret what they think Sting is. You know, which is off. But so 2 amazing matches to start the show. This one was not going to be that as far as technical wrestling, high flying. You know, counters, crisp workers. This one's more about the imagination of the wrestling fans or people into the characters. So, after an early match drop kick from Sting, which, by the way, Sting didn't wear a shirt. For some reason, that's a big deal to some people. I don't give a fuck if he wears a shirt or not. But they're like, I can't get into that match because Sting wears a shirt.
No comment.
Motherfucker! Most people, when they're 56 years old, will be wearing a shirt at the beach.
Except for Flair.
Yeah, Flair has no shame, Mark.
Bruce.
Yes.
Sting hit that drop kick. The fans start chanting, "You still
got it."
And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, well, the motherfucker never lost it. He was in TNA for the last 8+ years doing the same shit.
No,
we're not going to talk about the last year.
There were no last 3 months.
No, but you know, it's just like, come on, man. You act like he wasn't wrestling though. Like he
was
available.
Well, the last year he hasn't been, but he's got himself in really good shape.
If it wasn't in the WWE, it wasn't the big stage, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's not the major leagues.
It's true.
Well, I do subscribe to that notion to a certain degree, but like even some of the guys that MG likes, you know, the dudes that wrestle in the stereotypical bingo halls and whatever. A lot of these dudes that MG likes, I joke around with them and shit. These motherfuckers are badass wrestlers. All right. And you can't take that away from them. Does it mean a little more when someone of that caliber does that stuff on a WrestleMania stage? Yes. But the notion that Sting has never been on the big stage, give me a fucking break. He was a big reason why they were kicking Vince's ass in the 90s with a bigger stage.
Fuck WrestleMania.
Well, obviously Sting definitely cares about his WWE career more than his TNA career, obviously.
Based on the shape he got in, one could make that argument. But I think he took great.
Exactly.
I think he took great pride in working for TNA, just like Kurt Angle does.
I mean, when he was in TNA, I don't even know what the fuck outside of that Joker gimmick he did. I don't even know what the fuck he was doing.
I thought he had some good runs. I thought he did. But towards the end, Jay, I'm with you.
Sitting around on the couch eating fucking potato chips all day.
But he's in his mid-50s, Jay. Come on, I mean, even Arnold's not jacked.
One word for you, Ultimate Warrior. I don't want to hear about being in your 50s.
Well, yeah, he's a rare case, but
he's no Daniel Bryan.
The arena erupted when Triple H, and that is true, Shotty, but the arena erupted when Triple H hit one way or the other, by the way, hit the face breaker knee smash, his great repertoire of moves. But Sting just fucking no-sold it. Took me right back to Great American Bash 1990, the match with him and Flair. Basically, the story that they were telling early was that everything Triple H did, Sting had an answer for. Sting went for a stinger splash outside the ring. Triple H moves, and Sting takes the barricade. And then Triple H sends Sting into the ring stairs. Stop right there. I'll pick up from that point in a second. This motherfucker, Triple H, had a big-ass bruise on his left leg. Sting now has a big fucking bruise on his lats, one of his lats on his back. I'm like, yeah, these guys are getting up there. Bruising up in this match. But they were going for it, you know. No bells and whistles at this point. They were just putting on a start to a wrestling match here. So Triple H hits a nice vertical suplex on Sting to bring him back into the ring, and he's working Sting over at this point. So after working Sting over for a while, Triple H comes off the second rope. Sting catches him with a double leg and puts Triple H in the Scorpion Deathlock. So as he has Triple H in the Scorpion Deathlock, I will point out that D-Generation X, yes, it's an ODQ match, them running out first is actually protecting Sting. I know some people aren't going to want to hear a glass half full portion of what I'm about to go through, but when I get to the end, I'll give my overall thoughts. So you got Billy Gunn, X-Pac, and Road Dogg. And they make the save for Triple H. Sting takes them all out. He ends up countering a pedigree by backdropping Triple H out of the ring. Then Sting's mid-50s ass gets up on the top fucking rope and does a dive on all of DX. Without Shawn. DX minus Shawn. So he does the top rope dive onto them.
Yeah,
he gets
just finishing topping off Vince in the back real quick.
Yeah.
Shawn. Well, yeah, in the office, yeah. Sting gets back in the ring. He fights off DX again. And Triple H hits the pedigree on Sting, but he kicks out at 2. Triple H grabs the fucking sledgehammer, and the NWO's music hits. And I'm like, oh, fuck, this is fucking awesome. You know, Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall come out. So you get DX and the NWO fighting. Pause. The NWO, which, by the way, there were more than 3 members, a lot more than 3 members in the NWO, but they lead everybody to kind of believe that at this point. But you had Nash and Billy Gunn. Scott Hall, X-Pac. Okay? Hulk Hogan, Road Dogg. Why do you think WCW was what we were all watching back in the 90s, my friends? Just saying.
I have one question. These guys probably went out to eat at Denny's afterwards. How much do you think they paid with their senior discount?
I believe they get 10 to 20% off, but still.
I mean, because this is a lot of fucking old motherfuckers.
Hey, that's for now, come on. Guys like me and Grits are sitting there going, yeah, son, get him. You know,
for crying out loud that they have enough wheelchairs in the building to wheel these motherfuckers around.
No, hold on, because Bruce, I'm seeing your point of view, and it's a perspective that I didn't take on the match, but I'm actually kind of upset that I didn't.
Well, wait
I
till we
had
go
a little
further.
bit of hate in my blood, but I want you to keep running with the glass half full, because you're right about everything you're saying, but when I present the half glass empty, it has to
everybody duck.
Yeah, but it has to do with something that's not regarding the actual entertainment factor of the match. Mine will be dealing more with the bullshit commentary and the narrative they were trying to force.
Oh, good grief.
So so you go ahead with this, because I am appreciating it. I thought you was gonna go another direction with it, but I'm conceding to everything you're saying actually, because it did have a nostalgia factor, and it wasn't really for so much the newer fans that were out.
It was for us.
Yeah. But the way the warped WWE works and the way they were twisting it as it was going along, that's what upset me about it, not the actual nostalgia factor itself. It's just the way it was used and handled. But you go ahead, man, because
the angry winners, you know, the angry last man standing. But anyway, NWO.
And real quick, like you said, when you just compared the NWO to the DJ.
Come on, dude. There was
Stop with this fucking bullshit notion
that
DX is on NWO's level when it comes to factions in the history of wrestling. Stop that bullshit. If there's a totem pole of wrestling factions in the history of the business, DX is underneath that shit, beneath the fucking sword.
Time out. And Shawn Michaels himself even said during the Hall of Fame thing that without the NWO, there would have been no DX.
And to this fucking day, I hate when they're mentioned in the same breath.
It's not. It wasn't the same.
DX was beyond overrated because the WWE revisionist history lets it be so. But during that time frame, we had a couple motherfuckers who was in some fraternity who liked the type of shit DX was doing. The motherfuckers who was watching Spring in South Park, they was into that DX shit. I never liked it. From the time it was just him and Shawn and China and Rick.
Oh, I was all Heart Foundation. Yeah.
Yes.
I like how fans just jumped DX ahead of the Horsemen.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, thank you so much.
MG.
Thank you so much.
Comment
but in all honesty,
yes.
that early incarnation of them, when it was just Shawn, Triple H, China, and Rick Rude, I was fucking with him. But after that, I never liked it after that. Never.
What did Rick Rude do with them, though? He just stood there.
That was it. But the suit. That was it. And China, I don't care. I would have fucked the shit out of her back then. I don't care what nobody says. She could have fucking put my toe in the Cobra Clutch. But the thing is, I hate this narrative that they were pushing even tonight, that DX is somehow mythologically on NWO's level. It's not the same thing, y'all. And fuck you. Get at me in the comments. Tweet me at Grit718. If you disagree with me, I will bury everything about you and your family tree, cocksucker.
Wow. All right, back to the match. NWO gets the upper hand. Sting does the crotch chop to Triple H. Crowd pops for that. Sting hits which he used to do, by the way, back in WCW. But Sting hits the Scorpion Death Drop, but Triple H kicks out at 2. I'm like, fuck! You know, damn it! Sting puts Triple H in the Scorpion Death Lock. DX and NWO start fighting outside the ring. They basically take each other out. Triple H gets to the ropes. We get a rope break. Shawn Michaels gets in the ring and hits a fucking sweet chin music on Sting. I'm like, motherfucker! Yeah. Now I remember why I hate Shawn. You know, I was into this shit, man. Shawn gives the crouch chop to Sting, and I'm thinking, Goldberg, come get out here, motherfucker! DDP, let's go! You know. My fucking imagination was running wild. Triple H rolls over for the cover, and Sting kicks out at 2. Awesome. Awesome shit. They're pulling out all the fucking bells and whistles. You got the NWO. You got DX, you know. Triple H gets his sledgehammer back. Scott Hall wanted to see a razor's edge. Fuck. But Scott Hall hands Sting the baseball bat. We get a standoff with the weapons. Triple H runs at Sting. Sting hits Triple H in the gut with the bat. Triple H raises up the sledgehammer, and Sting breaks the fucking sledgehammer in half with his baseball bat. I'm like, oh, shit. Sting's about to win. Sting beats Triple H into the corner with the NWO cheering him on. I don't know if you guys saw Hogan doing the chest-pounding thing before Sting even did it. Sting hit which was cool to me, you know. Sting hits the Stinger Splash. He goes for another one. Fucking Triple H hits him with the sledgehammer. And Triple H gets the 3 count for the win. Fuck! It was disappointing.
Fuck Triple H.
On a positive note, Triple H had all of his buddies out there. Sting took a fucking sweet chin music. And it took the sledgehammer shot for Triple H to win. And there was one more DX member than NWO. That's why I'm sitting there thinking to myself, someone else is coming out.
What do you mean one more? I mean, shit, nobody in the NWO at that point could fucking move. Hogan wasn't going to get in the ring and drop a leg.
I gotta make my excuses here, you know?
Nash sure as hell wasn't going to get in the ring and not tear his
Dude, there was, after they all, like, took each other out, I shit you not, Nash is laying on the fucking ground outside the ring, holding his quad. No joke. No joke. Go back and look at that moment.
Dude, that motherfucker was you could see underneath those pants, he was wearing 2 fucking knee braces underneath his fucking pants already. Are you kidding me?
I'll never forget the size 5 version of Thor that Kevin Nash was in when this motherfucker was wearing a knee brace. Like, Thor ain't wearing no fucking knee brace. The fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah. But, you know, after all was said and done, they shook hands in the middle of the ring and whatever. So it was a protected loss for Sting. Of course, fucking Triple H has to go over. For me, I was just overflowing with nostalgia, so I'm not as mad about it as some people probably expected. But I could still look at it and go, it wasn't clean. It wasn't clean.
Every time somebody fucking comes back, Triple H has to be the first fucking guy to work with them.
Brock Lesnar. Yes. Fucking
time.
Every time.
Brock worked with Cena first.
That's true.
You kind of took that out of my mouth, Jay. What I was going to say, I'm
going to go refill my drink. Go ahead, guys.
All right. I was going to have a continuity moment real quick. Every guy that comes from WCW that was a big star, outside of the Invasion era, has worked with Triple H, and Triple H has beat him. He beat Goldberg, he beat Scott Steiner, and now he beat Sting. So that pattern is continuous. You can't really count Booker because he kind of came from. But basically, all of the WCW champions that have come into WCW World Champions that have come in, Triple H beats them. So, and how many of them have beat Triple H? So this doesn't surprise me at all, this result.
All right, let me get into this match, man. All right? The entrance, first and foremost, I got to give it up, man. That shit was official, man. You know what I'm saying? Terminator, that's my era. I was watching the first Terminator joint on VHS. Back in the days, they had things called VCRs for all you young motherfuckers out there. You know what I mean? Watching movies on your tablet on Netflix and shit. We had to go, like, rent movies on video, cassette, VHS tapes and shit like that.
VCR, man?
VCR. Yeah. Wikipedia that shit, you know what I mean?
Blockbuster and Hollywood and all of that.
Talk about it, man. I'm way before Blockbuster. You had to go up to Sing's video rental and shit like that on Liberty Ave. But I was feeling that Terminator entrance, that Terminator themed entrance. That shit was alright. He had the little helmet on with the advanced warfare, advanced technology pack on the back and all that. Then he had the skulls, holding on to the skulls and all that. I was digging that. I had missed Sting's entrance. I saw it on the replay. Like Bruce said, it was nothing special. It was nothing to write home about. It was kind of weirdo-ish, to be honest. You had some Japanese dudes playing the drums with Sting face paint. What the fuck is going on here? And to me personally, having them not come right out the middle of the entranceway, like they come from the side or whatever, the way it's set up, I'm not really feeling that. It takes away from the effect of the wrestler's entrance. But you know, like back in the day, you would have them just come right through the curtain, or like something like Stone Cold coming through with the glass breaking. Like it just takes away from them. Like they got to make that turn coming around from the side. But whatever, small little shit. But Triple H's entrance was a lot better, and being that he came in second, like Jay said, you start overanalyzing shit. Like, all right, Triple H came in last, so that means Sting is gonna go over. They gave it, you know, you start overanalyzing shit. But that was my first thought. The start of the match, they was working decently for two guys who never. I hate when they were talking about, oh, these guys never worked. I know he was Paul Levesque. I think he worked against Sting in WCW when he was under that guy's Triple H, when he was under that moniker. But whatever have you. You know, they're going to talk their bullshit. So I'm sitting here watching the match, and I'm listening to the commentary as it goes along. So you got these two guys. You see a couple, there were some spots that wasn't as crisp as they should have been, but I gave that to either rust or not being familiar with each other or whatever have you. But for what it's worth, they were doing decent. Two guys their age, basically part-timers and legends in the game. Hands down, no doubt. They were doing their thing early on. That shit did piss me off with the "you still got it," but I understand. Like, all right, you know, you got to let Sting get his props. You know what I mean? And the people don't understand. All right, he was sloppy his last 2 years in TNA, but he was around. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he just disappeared. It's not like because he didn't go to WWE, he was irrelevant. But let Sting have his WrestleMania moment. Let him get his props. You know what I'm saying? So I left it by the wayside. But then I noticed the narrative being driven home by the commentary team. And it wasn't just a heel announcer versus a face announcer. I saw the bullshit propaganda of Vince McMahon's spin doctors at work right here. With JBL starting his bullshit with, you know, Sting, you were a big fish in a little pond in WCW. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? He's like, you've never been on a stage this big.
Grits, let me jump in.
Go ahead.
Let's be honest. Most of us were watching WCW back then. There was one fucking reason to turn on the WWF. One. And he wasn't there tonight.
No. You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah,
you, that was
the
your
GOAT.
reason. For my
The
Stone
reason to
Cold.
turn to my reason to turn to WWF was there tonight, though. You know, later on we'll get to that segment. But in all honesty, I had no interest in the WWF product until late '98, early '99. In all honesty, I was straight up WCW, NWO. Shout out to my man Addy Cat. You know what it is. WC. W. You know what I mean? I was fucking with those boys nonstop. So that really pissed me off. And then here comes JBL with more. JBL stands for juvenile boy lover, by the way. Pedophilia face motherfucker. Here he comes. He starts coming with more of this bullshit narrative. He starts talking about, well, now you see, it's like the NBA. The WWE is the NBA and WCW is the D League, and you just got called up. Are you fucking serious? Thing has wrestled worldwide for some of the most prestigious titles in the business against some of the most legendary names in the business. And you're acting like because he's never been to WrestleMania, he's never been to the big you're out of your fucking mind. Has anyone given a fuck about WrestleMania from 21 to 28? Honestly? Fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? But all right, so
28 was pretty cool. Watch it. Just the last match though.
Yeah, no. I mean, up until like anything in between 21 and 28, nobody really gave a fuck. I could probably say 20. 20 was the last one people really cared about, and 28 was the first one people cared about in a long time.
Well, we were all sure happy as fuck on this. Some of the guys on this panel right now were happy as fuck after 28. That's all I know. Go back and watch the podcast.
Hey, I'm agreeing with you.
Damn right.
Fucking big corn-fed motherfucker. But the thing is, I seen where they were going with this early on. I said, oh, fuck. Here we go. Vince's personal vendetta against WCW. You're going to use Sting. You're going to use Sting as the sacrificial lamb to continue your personal vendetta against a rival company that was kicking your fucking ass in every shape, form, and fashion, huh, Vince? And I started sniffing this early on, and it left a bad taste in my mouth, and it started putting me in a sour mood for the match, and I couldn't enjoy it and appreciate the way I should have from that point on, once I sensed that. Soon as I heard the DX music hit, I said, oh, here we go with this bullshit. But the big homie is right. This was to protect Sting, not to protect Triple H. This was to protect Sting. And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, I didn't even see any more interference. I'm thinking, fuck. All right, Triple H is going over, but they're going to protect Sting in the loss. I'm thinking, this was going to be the end of it. Then, they have their little shit, and then here comes JBL again with the bullshit notions. DX, one of the greatest. Shut the fuck up. You're out of your fucking mind. I never liked DX with the fucking homoerotic humor they used to have and all that other bullshit. Listen, I'm a grown ass fucking man. I ain't telling no other dude to suck it. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't into that type of shit. You know? I ain't hanging out with a bunch of dudes. We all got a t-shirt.
$5 for the Dick Sucker t-shirt, please.
That was the fucking statement of the review right there.
Yeah, man. I don't do that type of shit. I don't invite no man to my dick. I don't do shit like that. You know what I mean? We don't play that shit on this side, man. I don't invite no man to my dick. Don't come near that area, dude. No type of strong. Nah, fuck out of here, man. I was never into DX and none of that shit they used to pull back in the day. And no, they wasn't. That whole shit when they rolled up to WCW in the tank, all that shit was blown out of proportion. So you come on. Then you have fucking 6-pack, X-Pac. The 1, 2, 3 kid, whatever the fuck you want to call this guy. This Billy Kid, who the ever fuck he is, Sean Waltman, X-Pac, 12-pack, pack of eggs, whatever the fuck you want to call him. This motherfucker was a member of both factions, so whatever, back and forth, like in the Aaliyah song, this cocksucker, all right? So whatever, all right? This motherfucker here, like, he doesn't compare to the big names, like, come on, man. You think of NWO, I'm thinking not even just so much Kevin Nash, but I'm thinking Scott Hall, I'm thinking Hulk Hogan, I'm thinking Macho Man Randy Savage, Kurt Hennig. You know what I'm saying? The legendary names. Later on with the Wolfpack, you had
Bruce
Sting
is thinking Lex Luger, bro.
Yeah. You
No, no.
No, I'm not gonna.
No.
But even NWO Japan, fucking Chono and Muta, like, come on, man. Don't compare the NWO was a worldwide phenomenon that changed the game. That changed the game. That innovated the way things were done in the business.
My gosh. Someone in the comment section said, "What if Brett came out after Shawn did that kick?"
Now you see, now that would have been special. But Brett, fuck Brett, because Brett was out there doing the yes chant like an asshole. Fucking Daniel Bryan. Then Brett was at the Hall of Fame doing the fucking bushwhacker dance. Brett, you've been shucking and jiving. I ain't never seen. Yo, shout out to Classic Chris, but I ain't never seen a motherfucking Canadian do so much shucking and jiving in one weekend in my entire fucking lifetime. But that's another story. I'm gonna need 5 minutes for that, Bruce, later on this week.
All right,
but back to this
episode
match,
3
man.
on the site.
Episode 3. Oh, I'm burying the Hall of Fame on episode 3. But this match, all right, then the NWO runs out. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm kind of like, damn, why couldn't it just be Sting's moment? Why they gotta... But then I'm like, all right, fuck it, you know? It's cool. Let me enjoy these motherfuckers while I can. They're having their moment. But they just look so old. You know what I'm saying? With Nash with the gray hair, Scott Hall with moving slow. But what did surprise me was the bumps they took. I said, oh, shit. These motherfuckers, like that bump off the back body drop off the reversal for the outside his edge, that fucking Scott Hall took, I said, shit. Even the bump Nash took, and he immediately grabbed his quad. I'm sitting here like...
He did! I think he was trolling everybody.
That's what I said to myself. Please be ribbing us. I hope you're fucking trolling us right now, Nash, because, I mean, they're going to blast you all over the internet if you're not.
He probably got to the back and he went, hey, Sean, that get trending on Twitter?
Yeah, right? You know what I'm saying? That type of motherfucker. But so I'm sitting here, and just the narrative being forced by JBL, I already knew where this was all headed. Shawn Michaels came out, Paul Michaels came out once again. You know he's always gonna be there for his fuck buddy, Triple H, Nipple H, Preparation H, whatever fuck you want to call him. Fucking, I swear, Shawn Michaels. You know what Shawn Michaels looks like to me, man. He looks like he used to be. He's more along the lines of a George Michael to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. This motherfucker would come out there, like he looks like one of those dudes, man, that would be in a Madonna video. You remember the Justify My Love video, man? Shawn Michaels, like, you remember the Justify My Love? Madonna was walking through the hotel and she go in the room and see some exotic shit. Shawn Michaels looked like he was in one of those rooms with a bunch of other guys. And like he was the one tied up against the bed. No, you know or you had a bunch of skinny Puerto Rican dudes with tattoos and low Caesars and they was wearing their eyes wide shut masks. That's what Shawn Michaels looked like. That video. You know what I'm saying? So this motherfucker comes out here and he's super kick Sting. I mean, now listen, the spots was set up great. All the spots was set up early, man. I appreciate that shit. It did have a nice flow. The only thing about it was the agenda behind it. I did not agree with it. The match itself was entertaining. I think it did create a spectacle enough that it will be, you know, memorable in many people's minds, like you said, Bruce, just to see these characters in this setting. It worked in that capacity. But the way Sting was used, just to continue Vince's vendetta, just to execute his agenda of annihilating WCW in every way possible, that to me, and I know Sting had to sign off on this. Sting had to give him the okay with it, and I guess it's for the check. That's why I was, you know, foreshadowing earlier that some guys got to just do shit for the check, and I understand it. But God damn it, Sting, this is the exact same reason why you didn't come over back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You had JBL constantly pushing this, well, you know, the WCW is one of the reasons why Sting didn't come over. You know, you had that the captain goes down with the ship, and you seen what happened to the captain of WCW. And I'm like sitting there like, wow, these motherfuckers are really not letting this go. And this isn't some shit that JBL thought of himself. This is a narrative that he's given to force home on the listeners, on the viewers. And I'm sitting here, and it's just like, fucking Vince, this is the way you're going to use Sting's WrestleMania moment. Or you just can't let the fucking shit go, can you, man?
No, you can't.
These motherfuckers kicked your ass.
Yep.
And for whatever reason, You can't let this man just have his glorious moment. The check had to be fat. I mean, they put him in a video game, so he's definitely getting royalties off of that. Merchandise, he's definitely getting some coin. So I know he got paid fat, but it's this type of shit. So to me, as an old schooler, this weekend hurt me. I'll save the Hall of Fame Randy Macho Man thing for 5 minutes later on this week, but then this also added to it. Sting, you sold the fuck out, my dude. This is the exact same reason why you never came here. You should have been a man of your word. You should have been a man of conviction. Never come over to this fucking company. This disappointed me. Not so much the match, not so much the way he lost, or anything like that.
The fact.
You know, the principle behind it.
Yeah.
You know, because if you take away the narrative, I have a completely different view of this match. You know, because that was the story being told. The story being told by the announce team took away from the story being told in the ring. See, they go hand in hand, y'all. It's a symbiotic relationship. You know what I mean? That's why I wish I knew Japanese, because I could really get into those Japanese matches more. But the story told in the ring is so athletic and entertaining, I don't really need it. But in the WWE, it's a whole different brand of style. It's a whole different style of wrestling. And the commentary is 50% of the story. And if they just had a different spin on it, the match would have been a lot more entertaining to me, would have left a better impression on me. But the commentary and the agenda that it was all about, the agenda that was behind it, really fucking soured this experience for me. You know what I'm saying? It put a dark cloud over this.
What was it, 85 straight fucking weeks they smoked him?
Yo, come on, Bruce.
And Triple H, to put it in terms of like an NBA player or an NFL player, to all of us, Triple H was a bench warmer back in that era.
Thank you.
Sting was the fucking man.
He was an all-star. He was a starter in the all-star lineup. That's who Sting was, man. And
then Triple H became an all-star like after everybody was gone.
Everybody, Stone Cold, The Rock, everybody was gone. You know what I mean? And he's talking about he was a guppy, you know, and Triple H is a shark. I'm like, how are you doing this? How are you just rewriting shit? And it wasn't so much.
We know, dude. There isn't a fucking fan that watched that who knows how fucking cool the NWO invasion was. And then the storyline of that faction growing and who's going to join next. It wasn't even really, we didn't even really look at it like a faction. The NWO was its own fucking brand.
Thank you.
You know, the NWO was its own fucking brand. DX was, oh yeah, they're like the Demolition to the Road Warriors. You know,
Thank you. Not even.
Wannabes. You know, and that's
Demolition like
that. Was
that.
looked at it. It's like, okay, yeah, they got that DX. They're, you know, sitting there in their underwear sucking each other's cock on WWF. I'm going back to watching WCW unless Stone Cold's on. Oh, Stone Cold's on. Let me see the fuck he's doing this week. Oh, back to this main event. NWO running with a shock, you know. Come on, man.
And Bruce, people, you're right. The whole factions coming out to help each other in this match, it did help Sting hit a couple of spots as well.
Yeah.
When he did that full body splash off the top turnbuckle.
And they caught him. Yeah.
Again, that played into my mind. Okay, listen, they understand these guys are older. Instead of having to be filled with rest holds and shit like that, let's throw a little bit of a sparkle in this motherfucker. No Stardust reference, but let's throw a little bit of glamour and glitz in here. Let's throw some shit in here to add to it instead of having fucking rest holds and all that bullshit. So I appreciate that aspect. And when Cena did that, he had to have a fucking lumberjack match just to hit a fucking full body splash. Yeah. He had to have 25 motherfuckers catch him. Sting had like 3-4 dudes.
All right, guys, when I jump, just make sure to catch me.
Yeah, have a couple fans come out, get a couple of those Special Olympians in the wheelchairs come out and everything for extra leverage, all that shit. Like, Cena needed all that help. Sting didn't need that. So not to take away from the match, not to take away from Sting's WrestleMania debut at all, none of that. It was what it was, but the narrative and the agenda behind it, I'm pissed. I'm pissed, man. I'm pissed.
Well, anybody else?
I'm a grits. The nostalgia of just having Triple H and Sting in there. I thought that was pretty cool. But the commentary, I had to mute my TV. Honestly, because It was disgusting. It was disgusting listening to that trash. I was like, really? They're gonna talk about NWO and they're gonna talk about Sting like this? I mean, only young fans won't understand what NWO or what Sting was back in WCW. They don't understand. I mean, even going back looking at it, it just doesn't replace watching that stuff live. It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't replace watching that stuff live. NWO, when they came in, all I saw was a bunch of fat old motherfuckers, but
they were so slow. They came out.
I didn't think I thought by the time they made it to the ring, the pay-per-view was gonna be over.
They got down there though.
They made it, man.
Nastor's quad, but they did.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they had to take the vitamins and all that afterwards.
Testosterone replacement therapy.
They had to get the icy hot and everything. Most of them were hurting. But like I said, I like the nostalgia of the match. You knew the match wasn't going to be super athletic. You got a bunch of old guys in there, wrestling. But like I said, I just like nostalgia. And that's what the whole point of the match was. Just everything that Vince was doing with he still has a vendetta against WCW for whatever reason.
It is crazy.
Oh man, and when they were there, they whooped your ass, dude.
It is what it is. Imagine if the guys that are still on this earth, rest in peace to the ones that aren't.
Yeah.
Imagine if the entire living NWO group showed up. Everybody who's ever been in NWO.
I don't think anybody wants to see Scott Steiner.
No, Scott Steiner comes down. Fuck. Shawn Michaels just, all right, you're on your own, kid. He goes.
Yo, Big Papa Pump. Nah, my friend, he was a big WCW fan. He was actually hoping for Goldberg to come out and spear Triple H and possibly JBL too. Actually,
JBL would love getting speared by Goldberg, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like you said, he's the type of guy you probably goes.
Seems like the type that would prefer David. Oh no, I can't say that. Never mind.
Nah, he's the type of guy that goes to the playground to look at the build sandcastles and shit.
Yeah, hang out by the ice cream truck.
Well, some ice cream.
My friend, he actually took the he actually turned the commentary. He's an Hispanic man, and he actually put the commentary in Spanish because he couldn't do it no more. But
that's actually an idea.
Yeah. Hey, it's more exciting actually.
That's a fucking good idea.
Yeah, to a lot of you people out there, hey man, SAP. Yeah, but yeah, man. Look, as far as the match, Triple H, somehow, some way, he found a way to put himself over again.
Again. Imagine how those meetings went. Sting comes in. And they sit down. So, what are you thinking for the match? The game says, "What are you thinking?" Sting goes, "I don't know. Maybe."
No, he probably said, "Look, brother, I got an idea, brother. How about I win the match? Sting
goes, "No, I was thinking I'd give you 3 Scorpion death drops, and I win with that. I'll kick out of all of those." This was old school Triple H tonight. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
the politic player.
Yep.
All I have to say is that against his head, he was kicked out.
I don't know if I'd blame Triple H, so I think it's that old curmudgeon in the back.
Yeah. Yep. Outside of JBL standing by the ice cream truck handing out strawberry shortcake and shit. I'm glad Triple H won, man. I'm tired of seeing Triple H put motherfuckers over at Mania.
He puts one guy over.
Long overdue.
He puts one fucking guy over.
He lost like 6 Manias.
He lost that Mania 3 straight years. He lost the
all
last 3 years.
Brock Lesnar 2 years ago.
Hold on, let me say something. That's all I want to tell you. I can't wait to read Kamala's book. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Shit.
I love this fucking thing. Love it.
Great timing on that joke.
My next thing is, Triple H for the title. You know, fuck it. Let's go all the way with this shit. He just beat Sting, for crying out loud. You gotta put the title on him. He just beat Sting, the icon.
No, he didn't just beat Sting.
You guys ready for this?
He beat WCW, bro. He
Comments of the night goes to Dan B. I think Dan B in the comment section says Triple H was the Kenny Smith of wrestling. The man, bro.
Oh.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Kenny Smith, but I was on those championship teams with Hakeem. That's right.
Yo, find me on Twitter, man. You my new dude, man. That's my homie who said that, man. This motherfucker's the Kenny Smith of wrestling.
That's great. All right, let's move on to the next segment.
Wait! I got one more question. I got one more question about this.
All right.
Were they question / comment? Were they referring to Sting as the icon? I mean, the announcers
I honestly started to tune the announcers out, dude. I really did. It was fucking bad.
I don't blame you.
Fuck these announcers. Where's Goldberg? Let's go.
There's only one icon. There's only one icon in the heat.
Wait, so who was the announcing team? It was Cole, JBL, and Booker, or Cole,
Lawler.
JBL, and
It was
King?
Lawler.
Yeah,
They
Lawler
threw
in
King
the
in.
pre-show.
So they didn't have Booker.
Yeah, I mean Booker T.
No, he was on the pre-show. He was on the pre-show.
And Lawler played the background. He didn't speak too much. It was JBL was just going off.
That's because he's already been demoted 3 times in the last year.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then I think Cole referenced him as the icon maybe twice. 3 times at best. But
Okay, well, they actually referred to him.
But he's the middle, Michael. Yeah, what the fuck was that shit,
But
dude?
we all know, even if they did, Vince McMahon is a sore winner. That's the only way you can put it.
Hey, we all remember what
Yeah.
WCW was about, and even before that, when WCW was doing the super shows, you had the Sting and Flair feud, the Four Horsemen, dude, fucking.
Hell yeah.
Ugh.
Even when they would come on at 6:05 on TBS, dude, they were still better. They were better back then.
Yes.
Cause I mean, what the fuck did WWE have? They had fucking
Crush, Max Roan,
and the fucking
the
Berserker,
Sultan.
Berserker, and Repo Man, and all that. Come on, son.
That's an idea. We're gonna take one of the greatest wrestlers ever, Randy Savage, and make him announcer. Fuck was that?
We're gonna take Steve Kern and make him Skinner. Yeah. Really?
By the way, had some underrated matches with Brett. Just saying.
Oh yeah. But I mean, I'm just saying that character though. Come on.
Yeah, bad.
Because I mean, Barry Darsow was the fucking man, but they put him in a fucking garbage man suit and a fucking Hamburglar mask.
He repossesses cars.
Hey, he repossess. I'm the repo man. I repossess shit. That's my gimmick. Like, come on.
What the fuck?
All right, next segment we had Daniel Bryan. Yeah, he's backstage with Pat Patterson.
Yeah,
of course he was.
Just wanted to see where you guys would go with that. Roddy Piper, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Flair, Bret Hart. They all congratulate him. Brett starts the yes chant that Grits is not happy about.
Corny.
And then Ron Simmons shows up, and who does the best Ron Simmons on the panel?
Damn!
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. So, for me, fuck it. Nostalgia. It's always cool to see those guys. Did Flair slap or chop?
He chopped.
Ricky Steamboat. I should have rewound it because all of a sudden I'm like, what the fuck is Flair doing to Steamboat? I should have hit the 10-second rewind button.
Matter of fact, real quick, from now on, all these motherfuckers. I've been knew Roddy Piper was. Well, he's not so much a sellout. He's there.
Oh fuck no, they don't. Piper speaks his mind.
Yeah, but Ricky, you're a fucking sellout for you to tell Daniel Bryan his match was greater than your match with.
I didn't like that.
Savage.
No.
Your name from now on is Sticky.
Oh come on, dude, Rick Steamboat. I can't do that to Rick Steamboat, man.
Sticky, the drag queen Creamboat.
I can't do that to Rick Steamboat. I can't. I don't give a fuck what he said. I don't give a fuck.
From now on, you are buried with me. cream boat forever.
I'm not doing that to Rick Steamboat. No.
You called this man a cream boat.
Sticky the drag queen cream boat forever.
All those guys feel like they've got to capitulate to Vince McMahon, and I'm sick of it because they say things they don't fucking mean.
Yeah. Hey, right now they ain't capitulating. They pitching something. and Vince is catching willingly.
Yeah.
Trow is dropped in that man's office repeatedly.
Just saying, he did have the kiss my ass gimmick. I'm just saying.
Thank you.
Yeah, a little weird there.
Then Shawn
my wrestlers kiss my bare ass. Yeah.
Can I bury Shawn Michaels real quick? Because I think people seem to forget he imitated sucking dick on TV. I think people forget that he imitated sucking dick. He even cupped the balls.
Oh my! Yeah,
I think people forget that.
Yeah, he did.
Yo, I ain't never seen that.
Blitz team, tweet that out.
Oh my God! You put that image in my fucking head.
All y'all watching, I know the Blitz team is official when it comes to digging shit up. Find that footage, cause Shawn did do that.
I ain't trying to see that though.
No,
I'm good on that. Yeah.
And he even had the hand motion going, bro. He cupped the balls, bro. He was choking on the dick the whole time,
Vince
bro.
was backstage. Yeah.
TV.
Come on, Shawn.
Come on, Shawn.
Fuck. You guys are bringing back bad 90s memories.
Justify my love ass motherfucker.
John's like, damn, I gotta go back there after all that shit I did in the 90s. Fuck. Oh, man.
But it's a shame what WWE does to the legends, man. They make a joke out of them, man.
All of them.
Yo, somebody tweeted it too. What the fuck, Rick, Sticky the drag queen cream boat. You walk around with your fucking Karate Kid outfit on all fucking day?
Dude, come on, I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't say nothing about him.
Look, you know, Grits, because I know you fucking
like
remember.
Member of Cobra Kai back there, man, with his shit on.
Come on, bro. I know you fucking remember when he just wore black tights. Like he was Bruce fucking Lee.
And that's why I fell in love with him.
Oh, and then Vince had you're gonna blow fire and you're a dragon.
Yeah.
They completely. He had that great feud with fucking Flair in NWA, and all of a sudden he's in the WWF and he's blowing fucking fire. I'm
with a fucking iguana. He's walking around with a big ass iguana. He's looking like one of those dragons from the fucking Chinese New Year. He got that outfit on. He's walking down to the ring with that shit on.
They just overdid his gimmick, yeah. I remember the one match. Remember the match where he wore that with his son? He had his son in the front row.
Yeah. I was about to say, then he's walking with a baby and a fucking animal. Like, come on.
Yeah, they overdid him, but I'm not going to hate on Rick Steamboat. I respect that motherfucker so much, dude.
That's out the window. My respect for him is right out this window.
Yeah, but it's like an actor playing a role you don't like with this one for me. Fuck that.
He's getting a check, man.
Yeah, he read a line, you know.
Yeah, I can't hate Ricky Steamboat. He lost a couple points, but I can't possibly hate him. Too many great childhood memories. Like you just mentioned, his feud with Ric Flair. That was one of the things that
one of the best ever.
Made my childhood beautiful.
Yeah, one of the most underrated feuds, lyrical.
Big time.
A lot of people don't even know about that one. Fact.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
A lot of that NWA shit. That NWA shit in the 80s was.
Oh, Dusty and Flair. You want to talk about guys getting fucking grimy?
Yeah. I mean, sure, WWE, they had their spectacle events and they had
and great wrestlers.
Yeah, but I mean, NWA was just the meat and potatoes of if you were a wrestling fan back then.
Well, yeah, because in the WWF in the 80s, you got like 2 to 5 minute matches for the most part. You know, NWA, you get these long, bloody knockdown, drag out.
Exactly. Because when you turn to WWF back then, you would have Sean Mooney in the control center or whatever.
Yeah.
You'd have little segments of matches, and most of them would be enhancement matches. It'd be Macho Man Randy Savage against
Iron Mike Sharp.
Yeah, Iron Mike Sharp.
Jim Powers,
Barry Horowitz.
Oh, good grief.
All those job guys, those infamous job guys from back then. But yeah, when you turn to NWA, you see Magnum TA against Tully Blanchard on TV, a full match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Freebirds, Von Erichs.
hell yeah. You see the Freebirds going against Nikita Koloff. And
Was never a fan
Fuck
of the
the
fucking
Freebirds.
Freebirds, for the
Fuck
record.
Freebirds. Fuck P.S. Michael Hayes, you racist cunt.
oh, I didn't like the Freebirds. I like seeing the Freebirds get their ass whooped, just like DX. I like seeing the Hart Foundation beat the fuck out of DX.
All right, so let's move on to the next match. We had Paige and AJ Lee against Nikki Bella and Brie Bella as a fucking bathroom break. Let's be honest. Divas title wasn't on the line. Well, different type of bathroom break.
I didn't watch the show. Wait, hold on. I didn't watch the show, but the vision of AJ and Paige together is a miracle, man. That's just something else.
Wow.
And yes, I said to people, I didn't watch this fuck shit. Fuck you if you don't like it.
No, I've got him here as representing someone who didn't watch it. There's people watching this video who didn't watch it.
I hit Ghost on motherfuckers.
And same here. You got two.
Yes. Yes, you got the full spectrum. You got these guys who are, fuck this, I'm watching New Japan. And then you've got the other side of the spectrum. You get full spectrum here of points of view. But my favorite moves of the match, Paige hit a nice front flip planche on both Bellas from the apron to the floor. AJ Lee's offense off the hot tag to Nikki was okay. Paige sending Brie into the stairs was all right. She was on her crazy shit. And watching Nikki tap out to the Black Widow was class.
I'll make Nikki tap out.
Oh shit!
There you go.
That's contaminated.
It can make anyone tap out.
But the ladies, they did the best they could, considering the cards that they were dealt. But who fucking cares at the end of the day? They had a musical act.
Bruce,
I don't know who the fuck was the musical act. Who the fuck was that?
Bruce, you can't just cut your review of the Divas match so short.
All right, well, I'll just turn over to you guys. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You gotta
go ahead.
give Divas a chance.
Yeah, go ahead. Give the Divas. Give the
Divas
whatever.
matter. This division matters, Bruce. You have to give Divas a chance. I'll give them all a chance to blow my dick from here to the Lake of Minnetonka. That's what the fucking Divas can do. Alright? That's the only fucking. Yeah. Are you kidding me? The Bellas came out there with, I don't give a fuck if this bitch got a Joker chin or not. I would take her to the fucking bottom. Alright? Nikki Bella. I would what? Wax on, wax off. We gonna run with this Karate Kid shit all night. Alright? I would take her to the fucking bottom. As far as Paige, you want to listen. That creamy white skin will be with some creamy other white shit all over it. You understand what I'm talking about here, man? All right. And I was very disappointed that when she tapped out, she didn't tap that ass. She was tapping on the thigh. That pissed me off. MG, it would have pissed you off. But at the end of the match, Paige and AJ Lee had a little moment. I can't tell if they kissed, but AJ Lee did.
Whoa, what they
kissed? I'll tweet it.
Let me go watch the network again.
Wait a minute.
Somebody tweet that GIF.
Wait a minute. That ain't PG.
Somebody tweet that GIF to Lyrical Threat and Virtuoso Sports. Y'all tweeted it to me. I can't tell if they kissed because you can't see their faces, but I know AJ Lee was rubbing that ass.
I'm logging back on Twitter.
Wait a minute. So, that ain't PG. How did they let that happen?
I don't know, but let's get into this musical act that Bruce is talking about.
Wait, hold on, bro.
I didn't know who that little pretty white girl that was singing was, Bruce.
Was it tongue? Did it have tongue?
Nah, it was quick. It was real quick.
It was real quick.
Cause seriously though, I go work out with Paige and I eat my fucking protein powder out her ass if I had to.
But their mouths touched each other though.
I do some.
I can't tell. But Bruce.
No.
I saw you tweet about feeling like an old man because you don't know who these musical acts are. I didn't know who that pretty little white girl was, but I know I'll get her pregnant in one shot. You know what I mean? I don't know who the fuck that. Well, it'd be all cloud nine for me with her. Yeah, I didn't know who these dudes that was rapping was. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, it was some dudes rapping?
Yeah, Lil Wayne Jr.
Nah, some white dudes rapping. And then
please don't tell me it was Macklemore. Please don't tell me it was Macklemore, because I'm about to go into full-on bury this shit.
No, but I tuned out.
If you like Macklemore, fuck you.
I want you to speak on this, Bruce, because I've seen people tweeting, "Oh, WWE, your fans don't like rap music. Okay, we want rock music. We want Foo Fighters, the reunion, and shit like that."
Oh,
Bruce, you remember back in the days, the Attitude Era, they dropped the album where they had rappers redo everybody.
It was Kid Ink.
Kid Ink. Oh, fuck.
Kid Ink and Skylar Grey.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, but that pissed me off when I see people talking about.
You.
Thank you.
Yeah. It pissed me when I see
Macklemore, is that dude that looks like a fucking Aryan Nation member or some shit?
No, that's the dude that looks like Jay.
Yep.
But Jay looks like a never mind.
Like that old picture Jay used to have up, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yo, anything's better than that picture Jay had on Twitter when his AVI was him with the Richard Gere pose, man. That motherfucker laid up. Kissing himself and shit like that on his biceps, man. Extra large motherfucker. But yeah, some musical entertainment came out. I don't like the tweets that I see. Oh, WWE, we don't like rappers. We don't like rap music. You dumb motherfuckers. Back in the day, the Attitude Era, they came out with an album where rappers remade everybody's entrance theme. Remade everybody's theme music. You had motherfucking Method Man and Redman on there. You had fucking Snoop Dogg and the Dogtown on there.
Run DMC.
Like, stop with this. Yeah,
I even made a couple of entrance songs.
Oh shit.
Rolling.
Yeah, see?
There you go. I fed into that joke. Fucking, I don't care.
Embrace it, Bruce. Embrace it.
Yeah, but stop.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Listen, rap has changed. The WWE has changed. Things have changed. Understand that, but don't try to have this idea that you can't associate rap with wrestling, because that's a fucking fraudulent notion right there.
WWE Universe, you have a choice. You can have a Tupac hologram or an Ariana Grande performance. Ariana Grande! Yes! Yes! We want Ariana Grande!
Pussies, man. Pussies.
Wait. I'm watching this. I'm finally seeing this GIF right now. Hold on now. AJ's left hand is moving in a circular motion.
On that ass.
Yep.
Oh
on
my
that
god.
Ass. Yep.
On that ass. On Paige's creamy white ass.
And shout out to the dudes in the background clapping for this shit. I see some of these motherfuckers clapping. It's some young motherfuckers in the front row, like they just looking like, what the fuck is this? but like the dudes clapping in the crowd though. I think it's a female in here clapping too. Shout out to you, old girl. Shit.
She's got that life, man.
I'm telling you.
Well, let's go to DEF CON levels here.
Put that shit on my phone. Next time I'm in a public bathroom,
shit.
one of the songs
I'm ready to talk about the Cena Rusev match.
Do it.
Best match on the card.
Thank you.
Fuck this match.
Hey, all I know is Cena won. I didn't see the match, but all I know is Cena won, so I'm happy.
Fuck Cena
all day.
So Rusev comes out with the Russian soldiers.
Yeah.
In a Russian tank. Yeah. And then now came the sweet part, in a fucking slam dunk Rocky IV USA John Cena versus Ivan Drago match. John Cena comes out, and what does the crowd do? Are they like, USA? No. John Cena sucks. They all start fucking singing it.
You could tell it was bothering him, man.
Oh, it was bothering him. He ducked down in the corner. I can never get over with these motherfuckers because you suck. He got booed, of course. Couldn't even get over with the storyline. I don't give a fuck. You are a fucking failure to me as a babyface when you can't get over with a storyline like this. Well, he sells merch. Well, how much more merch would he sell if everybody liked him, maybe? Similar to the Stone Cold guy. But slam dunk, fucking home run, and he got booed again. I mean, fuck, when he hit his 5-knuckle shuffle, they're booing his fucking ass out of the fucking building. And the announce table's like, oh, quote, damage control. Okay, they're all on their feet. They're all reacting.
He invokes emotion.
Everybody's got an opinion. Yes, emotion. Fuck out of here. You fucking kidding me? When Rusev cut Cena off, the crowd fucking exploded for Rusev's suplex. You know, the announcers now in that last match, well, the last match that I cared about, the announcers, I tuned them out. This match, I was getting a good fucking laugh out of it. Because they just spent the whole fucking match, damage control, Cena's getting owned by the crowd, and I could have sworn I actually did hear a Let's Go Russia chant for the record in San Francisco.
They were waving the Russian flag.
There were Russian flags all over the crowd.
Yep.
Yeah, in the heart camera.
I even tweeted out something in Russian before the match. I hope Google Translate got it right to the Russian Blitz team members, but wow. I will give Cena credit for the 5 Cena fans watching this video. I will give Cena credit for the leg drop off the top rope. His best move. But for the record, after
because he falls on his ass, that's why.
Well, yeah, he's really good at that. But for the record, after he hit his big move, you know, the big leg drop off the top rope, the crowd was chanting, "Let's go, Lana."
Oh, yeah.
Fact. So that really worked. When Rusev and Cena were trading punches, the crowd was giving the yays to Rusev and the boos to Cena. Rusev hit an Alabama slam. Crowd pops. He gets a long 2 count on Cena. Definitely a slow-paced match. Wasn't really feeling it. Of course, Cena's kicking out of fucking everything, including a diving headbutt from Rusev. Cena attempted a stunner where he, like, springed backwards off the second ropes. It wasn't tight. I didn't think it looked that good, but he tried. Yay. Rusev hit Cena with a big super kick, a face plant, and then he locks in the Accolade Camel Clutch. The crowd's fucking erupting. They're like, yeah, tap out, bitch. Fucking tap out for once. No, he powers out of the Accolade Camel Clutch. Lana gets up on the apron. Rusev runs at Cena. Cena moves. Rusev runs into Lana. He hits the AA on Rusev and wins the United States title. When will it fucking end? When will it end? And then, inherently, there will be about 10 to 15 people who hit up one of my inboxes somewhere this week. Well, he actually elevated Rusev.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is elevating? Is elevating mean you lose and then you never end up in a main event? Is that fucking elevating? Who the fuck has he elevated to a main event? He elevated him. Who? Orton? He was already going to be in that shit anyway. Give me a fucking break. Every fucking time Cena goes over someone like this, and I got to give it to Rusev, had a pretty badass showing in this match. Carried himself like a motherfucking beast. Had a pretty badass showing. I would be even more pissed if it was someone I gave a fuck about. I don't fucking care about Rusev. I don't fucking care about him. I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, it's the same shit. And then you sit there and you say, I want this guy, I want that guy. You know, you got all these different guys over the years you'd like to see get a run. You don't get them. You get Cena, you get fucking Roman Reigns. And Cena fans, hey, you know, more power to them. But haven't they gotten enough of these already? Isn't it time to give fans of some other wrestlers what they want? Isn't it time to put the machine behind people that the fans actually fucking like? Is that too much to fucking ask? Holy fuck! The fans fucking boo the shit out of Reigns. Well, we better give them more Reigns. They've been booing the shit out of Cena for years. Well, he sells merch. Well, no fucking shit. Because of the machine's behind him. Put the machine behind someone better. Fuck. Fuck Cena. Fuck Rusev. Fuck this match. This was the only part I fucking hated. Fuck it.
Yeah, man. If you, hey, man, no offense, all right? No offense, but if you're over if you're out of your teen years, if you like pussy, I mean, if you like Cena, then you are pussy. Now, look, let's be real. There's good and bad about what happened tonight. First of all, right off the bat, this is the worst match of the night. For anybody that's wondering, should I watch this pay-per-view? Should I pay the $10 or get the DVD? Whatever the case may be, this is the only bad match of the night, besides probably the Diva match. All right, so I'll put that right out the bat. But as far as Cena going forward here, it's good and bad. The good thing is he's gonna keep. I assume, because you never know with this guy, but I assume he's gonna keep Cena out.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but why is it so fucking hard for this company to push someone that people like? Why? I don't fucking understand that. And the thing that's so frustrating is the rationale. The stupid fucking rationale. Well, it gets a reaction. Well, then turn him heel. You think he wants to give up on those merchandise checks? Did you see the reaction he had when he was talking about the merchandise sales for DX during the Hall of Fame? Yeah, I'm sure some of you caught that. No, he didn't want to give up on that. Well, it's just because he wants to be a good guy. Yeah, it's all about John. How about fucking pushing someone that people like? Is it that fucking hard? You sit there and you listen to that shit every fucking time. Cena sucks. Oh, yeah, boo. Oh, they're making noise. And then Reigns, who the fans turned on, yeah, let's go with it. How about pushing someone that people like? Is it that much of an out there crazy concept for an entertainment company to push someone that people actually fucking like? I mean, I know. That sounds crazy.
Hey, it's like I said, if Cena was this over as the company makes him out to be, he wouldn't need these wins to sell merchandise. He wouldn't need them. So it shouldn't matter regardless. Them putting him over the way they have over the years just kind of leads you to believe Kamala's stories and all that. But anyways, fact of the matter is, John Cena's out of the title picture for now. We don't know for sure. I'm telling you, you don't know with this guy. You're never safe. He is what he is. But at the same time, I would have definitely liked seeing him lose tonight. Because I think it would have sent a clear message that they're done with him. Well, again, you never know with him, but I think it would have been better to see him lose. Because at this point, the match before the match even starts, they have a video package, and it's showing this patriotic video package showing Ronald Reagan speaking, showing George Bush speaking, and all this stuff. As patriotic as you can get. They do all that. And people are still booing Cena. People are still saying John Cena sucks and all this fan backlash. Even after all that. So that tells you everything you need to know. He's getting booed in America. When they're going for America. He's going for America and he's getting booed in America. It's time to move on from this guy. Hopefully this means he is going to move on. And I'm really hoping that one of these nights he comes out, hopefully tomorrow night. I'm hoping he comes out and says, you know what, guys, you know what, I've done everything I had to do, and I'm going to retire. If that happens, hey, there you go. My WrestleMania, my week is complete as far as WWE is concerned. But
what was so fucking awesome about this fucking WrestleMania? Stop with these fucking bullshit tweets and fucking WWE sheep all over the fucking place. What was so fucking great about this WrestleMania? What made it the fucking greatest WrestleMania of all time? Fuck out of here.
I'll tell you what it is.
You goddamn right, Shotty. Fucking Americans wasn't even rooting for this motherfucker in America, going for America.
I'll tell you what it is. They didn't watch any WrestleMania outside of 25 and on. 25 and before that, they haven't seen any of those WrestleManias. That's a problem. That's why they're gonna overrate.
I've watched fucking Nitros that was just as entertaining, if not more. I've seen fucking Raws. Oh no, you're just saying that to try to. No, I'm not, assholes. I'm talking about good fucking wrestling. I'm sure fucking MG have seen ROH or New Japan pay-per-views that were better than this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking away from it. Was it a good WrestleMania? Yes. Will I shit on it? No. Am I going to give it an overall bad grade? No. But stop with this. It was totally fucking awesome shit. I don't give a fuck if fucking Ronda Rousey had on a fucking Dragon Ball Z t-shirt. I never liked that fucking show. The anime is too cartoonish and fucking childish. Bullshit. Watch Fist of the North Star. Get off fucking Dragon Ball Z, dick. Watch some real hardcore shit.
Watch that fucking Ninja Scroll shit.
Nah, they ain't up on that type of shit. Dragon Ball Z and the little dark tar baby fucking Hindu god in the sky, and everybody's gonna grow a monkey tail and have big lion hair when they get super strong, and they're gonna float in the air and talk for half an hour before they can fight. Shut the fuck up, this Dragon Ball Z overrated bullshit. Fuck out of here, man. Fist of the North Star.
But that shit is damn funny.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, speaking on the Cena match though, as Bruce eloquently put it, match was garbage, and it was the perfect time for you to take a shit. That was the perfect way to pass your time. But the match fucking sucked.
Yo, but like Bruce said, Rusev took some fucking stiff bumps. I was like, yo, he's going hard, man. And you got fucking Cena with his motherfucking Levi Dawkins shorts on, going out there. He can't take a flat back bump if his motherfucking house is on fire, and that was the only way to put it out. This motherfucker has to land on his thigh, on his ass, on the back of his knees, any fucking thing, but he will not take a fucking flat back bump. For no fucking reason at all. Yo. Stiff, uncoordinated, pale albino monkey. Fucking hairless ape. Look like a shaved albino ape out there. Uncoordinated, stiff, cock-blowing motherfucker.
Hey, but you gotta respect him. He works hard, man.
He works hard. My fucking father works hard. Shit like that. You heard JBL say that shit, Shotty?
He did.
You may not. There's people who love him, and there's people who don't like him. They'll say people who don't like him. They won't come out and say people who hate him. But no matter if you're either side of the fence, you gotta respect him. Why? Just says, why the fuck do I gotta respect him? Why do I gotta? And go ahead, block me on Twitter, send me the bullshit tweets because I shitted on your Dragon Ball Z universe. I don't give a fuck. That shit was corny to me. Every time I fucking turn to the fucking show, everybody used to tell me, hey, you gotta check out. I turn to the show, right? I see some big motherfucker who look like a piece of broccoli on steroids floating in the fucking sky, all right? Talking to some fucking this other motherfucker who looks like a pink lizard. He's floating in the sky, and they both floating in the sky for 25 minutes talking and shit. And that's all the fuck I ever seen. Oh, you gotta see them. They blow mountains away, and they blow up whole planets. And fucking Dragon Ball Z was the most overrated trash bullshit. It was, what the fuck? It was a tough Disney cartoon. Fuck out of here. I hated the fucking animation. I hated the fucking storylines. I hated the fucking characters. It was fucking bullshit to me. Come at me, bro. Come at me, ho. All you motherfuckers, come at me. I'm burying your fucking shit. Now hate me. Now block me on Twitter. Now all that. Because you motherfuckers get butthurt when somebody fucking buries or doesn't like the shit that you like. All I do when I go on Twitter, I see a bunch of motherfuckers who have different opinions that I don't agree with, and a bunch of shit that I don't like. And you don't see me replying and hey, you should like it. I don't give a fuck. Like what you like, dislike what you dislike. Cock blower. I don't like Dragon Ball Z, motherfucker. Shit was corny. Like Bruce said, shit was trash. It's fucking trash.
Wow. Well, somebody had to say it.
Oh, Ronda Rousey, she had a Dragon Ball Z. It's Vegeta. Velveeta, motherfucker. On my broccoli. That's the fucking Vegeta. I don't give a fuck. Goku, Gohan, all of the whole entire Brady bunch of the motherfuckers. I don't like none of them on that shit. I don't give a fuck. Fuck this shit, man.
Oh,
I gotta hear all this fucking bullshit. Oh, Ronda Rousey, did you see she's repping Dragon Ball Z? And I'm looking at her titties. Y'all motherfuckers trying to see her t-shirt. It's under her t-shirt. That's what I'm saying, nerd motherfuckers. I'm looking at her ass.
Oh,
checking out them tight black jeans. Oh, look who's on the tee. It's Vegeta. Yay! 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 She's a Dragon Ball Z fan. Yay! You think I give a flying fuck? And, if she had a Wu-Tang shirt, I would have been like, yeah, she's rapping the Wu. What up?
Hey, to the viewers, I'm on the other side of this. Ronda Rousey and Dragon Ball Z shirt. Ronda Rousey is one sexy motherfucker. I'm all for it.
I know you are.
And by the way,
listen, I'd rip that Ronda Rousey. I'd rip that T-shirt off her and bust
it wouldn't be on
the chest and use it to wipe it off.
It wouldn't
I'll
be
disrespect
on
the Dragon Ball Z shirt just like that. I'll use it to wipe my skeet off her chin. Fuck Vegeta. Fuck Gohan. Fuck Trunks. Fuck all them cock bros. The monkey tail growing motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Fuck out of here with your Dragon Ball P. Fuck out of here. Piss on that. Greatest WrestleMania. Yay! Yay!
Hey, by the way, I think I won tonight. Triple H beat Sting. John Cena has a belt, and Roman Reigns doesn't have a belt. And Daniel Bryan has a belt. Who won, motherfuckers? I won, motherfuckers. I ain't even watched this monkey shit. I won.
Got the homeless Power Ranger and John Cena.
Hey. I'm taking him over Reigns. He's got a belt. Reigns doesn't. I'm happy.
Oh, I can't wait till Bruce gets to that segment.
Hey man, you got. Point is, man, you gotta respect these guys. Look, you know Drake, right? You know, we don't like his album, but
did you really just say Drake?
Man.
I just powerbombed Dragon Ball Z through a table, flaming table. Take out my Cena aggression. I ain't never had a problem with Cena fans. Some of them have a problem with me, and I know some guys on the panel are like, fuck his fans. I don't have a problem with his fans. It's the repetitiveness.
You don't have a problem with me, Bruce.
Well, yeah.
Yo, Bruce.
Hashtag MGC Nation.
All day.
And by the way, hashtag J Nation. But
now that Reigns doesn't have a belt, I can hop off of this MGC Nation bandwagon, though. It's so.
It's like fuck another one. You fed another one to the fucking guy. Damn.
Fuck it, feed Reigns to him next. Let's go.
Well, a lot of people will be with that, but not me.
Yo, Bruce.
You're damn right.
Yeah.
Man, there's some backstage reports going on that you're gonna be facing Cena at 32 for the title.
I'll be taking rides for the next year. Fact. EPO, DECA, HGH. Let's line it all up. I'll flunk that wellness policy with a fucking smile on my face.
Man, you could go in there looking like the Hulk and still wouldn't win.
Shit. Try to be the Incredible Hulk going into that one.
You act like Brian Cage, still John.
You can book that too.
Cena still kick out in two.
Well, so next we get a Stephanie and Triple H promo, and Stephanie puts a nice spin on WWE's growth. She's like, WrestleMania 2? There were only 20,000 people. Did I ever mention I can't stand her voice? And I'm thinking, WrestleMania 3, there was 93,000, motherfucker, and there was 33 million watched the fucking rematch on Main Event. And it's grown so much. No. The ratings have fallen in half. The viewership has fallen in half over the last 10, 15 years. Let's be honest here. Well, the company, things that they do may have grown with the way that they, give their product. The week-to-week fan base, not so much.
I did grow my dick when I seen Stephanie.
I don't even know how, but Triple H starts healing it up about his win over Sting, talking about how it feels like he beat every fan in the crowd. And sure enough, the fucking Rock comes out, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
Damn it.
We just had Cena win. Let's get some cool factor going again. Since we had the dipshit fuckboy buckethead factor, the shit factor, the botch master before this. So the crowd fucking explodes for The Rock. Just exploded. They're like, oh my gosh, it's an actual legend. After watching Cena, the fucking machine-made legend, I can't stand that motherfucker. You gotta respect him. You know what cracks me up is this notion you gotta feel sorry for him with all the millions he has in his fucking bank account. He'd wipe his ass with your face. I mean, come on. Yeah, I feel so sorry for him.
For a millionaire, you know.
Yeah, you got to feel sorry for the millionaires. But he's getting ready to pick the mic up, and the crowd's chanting, "This is awesome," and Rocky, and Stephanie's like, be quiet. Yeah, we get it. You like him. Yeah, yeah, someone that they actually like, you know. But I loved it when she said that. The Rock gave her a look like, "Bitch, shut up." You know what I mean? Once again, the crowd starts chanting, "Rocky, Rocky." And The Rock responds to Triple H saying he owned the crowd and owns all the wrestlers. And he tells him, "You don't own the fans, and you damn sure don't own The Rock." And The Rock goes into one of his poems, punctuated by telling Triple H that he'll get his monkey ass kicked by The Rock.
Hell yeah.
And The Rock tells him, "You can go in the back and dress up like the Terminator again." And he starts threatening him, and he puts over his feud with Triple H. And they get up in each other's face, and I'm like, I actually kind of want to see Rock and Brock next year. Not Rock, Triple H, but
Fuck that. Triple H buried a Rock, too. This cocksucker put over Cena. Bury his ass.
No, I can't. Even I was furious after 29, and I'm over that now.
You know what? I'm over Lesnar losing to fucking Triple H now, because I remember Lesnar put over Cena, so I'm good with that. All that's left is motherfucking The Rock now. Let's go.
Well, yeah. I don't think there's going to be many people on board with you with that one, but...
Hey, nobody's ever on board with me.
And listen, as much hatred I'm building for the WWE, I'm starting to go that route too. Triple H, Nipple H, Preparation H, body this whole fucking company, man. Do it.
I don't think you guys, people go, "Well, I'd like to see your end." The fuck, man? Wouldn't you rather see something good? My head would explode with that one.
Real quick, Bruce. Alistair Morgan, if you follow me on Twitter just to tell me about the difference between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, go fuck yourself.
Oh, shit.
Bullshit to me. I don't like it. Block me now. Tweet me your mad shit and do all that shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball A, B, C, D. I don't give a fuck about none of it. Damn it. Moja and Boo was alright though. That motherfucker. Other than that, everything else was fucking corny.
Well, Triple H responded by saying that they had a hell of a rivalry, and he said, "I kicked your ass for the most of it." And fans in the crowd are like,
God.
Are like, yeah.
Triple ego.
Cool story,
Triple
bro.
ego.
The Rock tells Triple H that, looks like you left your balls in Stamford, Connecticut. And then Stephanie makes the case that Vince McMahon made The Rock. That's how they really feel.
Yeah.
That's how they really fucking feel. Not that someone with supreme talent walked into the company, and despite the fact that Vince gave him a shit gimmick to start with, that the fucking guy exploded into what he became. Same with fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, he made the ringmaster, right? The crowd broke out into a Shane O'Mac chant, which was cool. Kudos to that fucking crowd. Gosh, if he was there, so many things would be different.
Yeah,
if you really look at wrestling history,
right
now.
If you really look at wrestling history, a lot of the stuff that you guys loved, Shane McMahon's the one that went to bat for that.
Yeah.
Fact. But The Rock responded by saying Stephanie wouldn't be in power if it wasn't for Vince McMahon's Johnson. And he responds by slapping The Rock. Drew blood on his nose, by the way. Yeah, it's funny that she potatoes these people with the slap, but...
And she be laying in them slaps, man.
She does, but...
She can lay him into me. I like it rough.
Someone was asking would Jay let Brock Lesnar slap him earlier.
Well, I mean, he let Brock shove a shotgun up his ass.
That was crazy today.
Would you have a choice if Brock Lesnar wanted to slap you? You wouldn't have a choice.
No, you got to take that.
You got to take it.
Hey, listen, my
worst fear.
All the viewers right now, check out at SolitaryMan24 on Twitter. He's a butthurt Dragon Ball Z fan, and his mother's a $2 whore.
Oh, wow. Come on, Grits.
Oh, no.
Come on, Grits.
Oh, man.
Follow him now. at Solitary Man 24.
Wow.
Another beats off to pictures of motherfucking Trish Stratus, all right, because he can't get no real pussy, and he's over here talking about you come off like a baby back bitch on the panel. Not only that, like a cocksucker. When you're not on the panel, I love it. And
he used your word?
Yeah, I'm not.
That's original.
I'm not going to block you, you fucking virgin. You're going to go to school tomorrow and get beat up during the lunch period anyway. So I'm not going to add to your fucking existence, all right? But this is what I'm talking about. I knew it was coming. Man. I knew it was coming. I'm going to say some bullshit about Dragon Ball Z, and here we go with the bullshit, man.
Yeah, you know what? There's people who don't like Tupac. There's people who don't like Stone Cold.
There's people
I don't really care. I like what I like. I don't get mad at other people for not liking what I like. Fuck it. But, so she starts yelling at The Rock to get the hell out now. Crowd, of course, is booing. He gets out of the ring. Then he stops in the aisle. Then he walks over to the side of the ring where his mom was sitting, which, by the way, was a dead giveaway. He was going to be there. And he walks up next to Ronda Rousey, and I'm like, oh, shit. Please let it happen. He looks at Rousey. He looks at Stephanie McMahon like, oh, okay, I got an idea. So he gets back in the ring with Ronda Rousey. She starts sizing up Stephanie. And The Rock said he would never hit a woman, but he has a very good friend who would be happy to. Stephanie's like, I'm friends with Ronda, and Ronda's just no-selling it. And by the way, what do they call those face things? Emoticons or something. Dana tweeted one out. Probably not too happy with her being part of this, but so Stephanie starts talking tough to Ronda about this being her ring. She tells Ronda to get the hell out of her ring. And Ronda says any ring that she steps into is hers, and ain't that the truth? She tells Stephanie that if you want me to leave, how about you make me? And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, Stephanie's going to get her fucking neck broken here. Did anyone see the reporter that Ronda Rousey, the male reporter, where she broke his ribs?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Okay. That's what was in my mind at this point.
If that's just foreplay with Ronda Rousey, sign me the fuck up. It's a sacrifice that must be made.
Real man.
Well, Stephanie tells her again to get the hell out of the ring. The Rock butts in and says to Stephanie that the look that Ronda is giving Stephanie means she's going to reach down your throat and play jump rope with your fallopian tubes. I'm like, yeah, something like that. Triple H pipes up and tells The Rock, that's the last thing you're going to say about my wife, you hear me? And The Rock said, he hears him, and yeah, that'll be the last thing I say. And The Rock starts laying in punches on Triple H. Ronda hits a judo hip toss on Triple H. Believe me, he didn't need to go over on that bump. She can hip toss him on her own. Stephanie gets up in Ronda's face. She goes to slap her. Ronda catches the slap. She locks up the arm with a standing arm bar. I thought she was going to take her down and put her in in her fucking world-famous armbar, but she just pushes Stephanie down, and Stephanie leaves the ring, and the crowd's like, damn, we wanted you to fucking make her bleed. The Rock grabs the mic, and he says, what that's called is being owned. And he says that was the biggest WrestleMania moment of the night, with The Rock and Ronda laying the smackdown on your candy asses. If you smell what The Rock and Ronda is cooking. And all I can say to that is it was awesome. Fucking loved it. Really cool.
Yes, Ronda does have a candy ass.
The Rock's been part of every WrestleMania since 27.
Who cares? Ronda Rousey's on my...
No, I'm just saying that they're part-timer. I don't give a fuck.
I might look. I'm gonna YouTube this at this part of the show actually because you say Ronda Rousey, I watch. Enough said.
Yeah. I was surprised she got in the ring.
What's kind of tripped out is we were talking about this off the air, but I listened to a podcast, and Jim Ross actually laid out this entire storyline that was just an idea in his head. Feud next year between Ronda Rousey and Stephanie McMahon. So that might actually be about to happen.
I'd like to say Jim Ross has never wrestled a match in his life, like a real match, so he has no right to have an opinion or book a fucking show.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I'd just like to say that. Also, Jim Ross apparently has never been a fan, so he has no right to critique this shit. He was never a podcaster beforehand, so he has either. He's not some world famous chef, so fuck his barbecue sauce. He has no right to make barbecue sauce. Just saying. But the one thing he did know previously to actually doing it was kissing ass, which he's still doing to this day.
Oh, he's a pro at that, man.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you're right. He's in the Kiss My Ass Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to Undertaker Bray Wyatt. You said the Undertaker wouldn't be able to walk, MG.
Did he make it out alive?
He did a great job.
Yeah, he did.
The entrances weren't as wild as you would have expected, especially for the Undertaker. The scarecrows
get to a point where they're actually gonna have to roll him in there in the casket.
I thought he did pretty good. The Bray Wyatt entrance was nice and creepy with the scarecrows. I liked the psychology in this match. That's, to me, #psychology was the word of the day for this match. Like, Bray Wyatt started the match yelling at The Undertaker before they even locked up that he owns this now and this is all his. Because remember, that's the story they were telling, that Bray Wyatt's trying to take that Undertaker spot. And that's cool, because I think when people look at Bray Wyatt, they see him in that lane, you know? Undertaker had all of the early match offense, punctuated with his old school maneuver off the top rope very early in the match. So I think he addressed the notion that his knees were done very early. Bray Wyatt mounted up some offense, but The Undertaker was basically just steamrolling his ass until The Undertaker hit the snake eyes, and then Bray Wyatt hit the body lariat that, MG, you were convinced this would break The Undertaker in half. And I mean, he fucking laid it in, dude. And The Undertaker, in fairness to you, didn't get up very quick, but who does after that? Very cool. At this point, Bray starts beating on The Undertaker. You get mainly strikes from Bray, a nice impact avalanche in the corner. Bray drove The Undertaker's head into the side of the ring post, but in the process, did everyone catch that? He goes to lay in a forearm to Undertaker with his head up next to the ring post, and I think this guy hit the ring stairs harder with his fucking knee than anything else.
What the hell was that?
He looked like he was feeling it too.
Oh.
But Bray gets back in the ring, and then The Undertaker catches him with the Hell's Gate submission attempt. Bray fights out of it. They both get back to their feet. Bray hits a Uranagi, a nice running senton, and The Undertaker kicks out at 2. Let me tell you, he fucking threw The Undertaker on that Uranagi. That was pretty cool. Bray Wyatt does that creepy shit in the corner, sets up the Sister Abigail, goes for it. The Undertaker counters with the choke slam. The Undertaker gives the throat slash, sets it up, hits the tombstone pile driver, and I'm like, no, they're not going to end it this quick, because I knew they were running short on time. But Bray Wyatt kicks out of the fucking tombstone. Oh, thank God, because you've seen so many people kick out of that in these WrestleMania matches. The Undertaker goes for another tombstone, but now Bray Wyatt hits the Sister Abigail. But The Undertaker kicks out at 2. And then the moment of the match happened. The moment that'll be in all the highlight packages. Bray Wyatt's doing the spider walk up to The Undertaker. And then The Undertaker sits up, and they fucking lock eyes. I thought that was pretty cool. And Bray's like, oh, shit. You know, he starts selling a little bit of fear. They start trading punches, pretty intense. Bray gets the upper hand. Bray gives the throat slash, sets up the Sister Abigail. At the last second, The Undertaker fights out of it, pushes Bray off, and hits his tombstone for the 3 count in the win. I thought this was a great match. Another great match. There were a lot of matches that I think you would consider 3.5 to 4-star matches on this show. I enjoyed it. They delivered. I think they were running a little short on time, or they could have done a little more, but still had pretty good length to the match. Great psychology from both fucking guys. I'd love to see 2 more matches between them, but we know the Undertaker's probably just working Mania, if anything, next year. But they really clicked from a psychology standpoint, and I thought it was pretty fucking good, fellas.
Where would you rate it out of the most recent Undertaker matches from the streak?
You know, MG, I've really been thinking about that because, you know, I'm going to be adding that 30 years of WrestleMania article I did. I'm going to be adding my match ratings and rankings because I've ranked and rated every WrestleMania match in history. I've got to sleep on it. I don't know yet. I got to sleep on it.
I didn't see it, so I'm just curious.
It definitely it wasn't Undertaker Shawn. Okay?
The psychology was good though.
Yeah, was it Undertaker Punk? I don't even know if I'd go that far because remember Punk did the fucking dive onto the table and fuck, but Undertaker Triple H, they didn't have all the bells and whistles like with Shawn as the referee and all that shit. But it was good, man. It was a good, solid fucking match. And the Undertaker, anyone who was questioning his physical ability at this point, I mean, I think physically, from a fit standpoint, looked like he was in better shape than last year. So, and obviously didn't get a concussion early in the match this time either, which helps. But I thought they delivered. I thought they did a really nice job. And
Brock definitely helps his case on that part.
well, Brock, give me $3 million, I'll bust myself open. We'll get to that in a little bit, but yeah, I thought they worked well together. So I enjoyed it, fellas.
Well, first of all, a friend of mine was telling me, you know, if you really think about it, if you really just really think about it, Shawn Michaels should have broke the streak.
I'm out of here.
Thank you.
But on the reality, no, it was a very solid match. There was rumors about Bray Wyatt getting injured early on. Didn't really notice it in the match, you know, that it might have been there. He might have twisted his ankle, but you know, not anything to really hinder his performance in a major way. The match was just solid, you know, storytelling. It wasn't. If you compare it to his last few matches, I wouldn't say it was better than the Punk match. Definitely better than the Lesnar match. Wasn't better than any of the Shawn Michaels matches or anything like that. But it wasn't. You could argue it was better than the Triple H match, the third one. But like I said, overall it was a. It was just a good match. I mean, out of 5 stars, I definitely give this a 3.5, a 4, 3.5.
Oh, stop the shit, Shotty. Come on.
WWE
you and Bruce, what are y'all doing, man?
Hey, today's WWE standards. That's how it is, you know. Let's just be real. But that's why it's rated higher than it should be. But yeah, I thought it was all right. I think Undertaker is physically looking better, especially than last year. So this leads me to think: are we gonna have a Undertaker versus Sting next year? And I think that's a big question. But at this point, both of them look like they still can go. They might as well make it one more match and just finish it out. But yeah, it was a good passable match for WWE standards, for today's WWE standards.
Listen, man. All right. Entrances, I was feeling Bray Wyatt shit. It should have been a darker. Evening should have set in, but they on that West Coast time zone, so I understand. You know, it's not up to them. But it was all right. It was decent. Undertaker shit, it was very, very mediocre when it comes to a Taker Mania entrance. But the first thing I noticed was his gear. I said this is around that like 2006, 2007 Taker. Yep. Around that time frame with the pants and shit like that. Maybe a little bit before that. Maybe like 2004, whatever have you. But I was like, all right. He had the little hair. He trimmed down the goatee. He was on his shit. You know,
Big Evil.
Yeah. Matter of fact, a little bit after that, when he had dropped the Big Evil from the pants and stopped coming out on the bike, and he just had the regular black pants and the shit. I was like, all right, I could go with this. Then that really put me in the mind frame to see where he was at physically. He took off the jacket. I said, all right, look at this dude right here. All right, he looked like he got in a little better shape. You know what I'm saying? Since he's taking some time off, he hit the weights. He's been fucking the shit out of Michelle McCool, you know, on the balcony, on the kitchen table. You know what I'm saying? Over the radiator in the basement. He's been going to town on that young ass. I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? So right there, I was like, all right, let's see where this goes. Now, on one end of the spectrum, when it comes to psychology and storytelling, this was a lesson in that. This was storytelling psychology 101. But
come on,
listen, in the vein of the WWE, like Shotty says, that's what this product is all about. That's what this company is all about. But right now, I'm so pissed off at WWE fanboys and sheep, especially over this WrestleMania weekend with the bullshit, propaganda and blasphemous shit I gotta see all over social networks and wherever, that I'm so anti-WWE right now. I probably will be until like SummerSlam or something like that. But that doesn't do it for me anymore. You know, I grew up reading comic books. I used to sit there and eat my fucking lunch while my mom was watching All My Children. I'm like, look, this fucking corny shit. So I know what's good storytelling, and I know what's fucking bad storytelling. This was decent storytelling, but I've had enough fucking storytelling. I want to see athletic shit. I want to see badass motherfuckers beat the shit out of each other. And they had enough spots in here, but you could tell Taker can't go like he used to. A few fucking holding, you know, catching your breath here and there and all that, rest holds and all that shit. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know, I didn't know anything was wrong with Bray. I think it's a lot of respect that Taker went in there with him. You know, because at this point in Taker's career, he could, you know, thumbs up or thumbs down, whoever he wants. It was a basic Taker Mania match. Listen, I've seen him have better matches, again, on Raw, on SmackDown, with his rivalry with fucking Edge, his rivalry with fucking Batista even, fucking Mark Henry, whatever have you, with Kane. And, oh, you're just hating. No, I'm not just hating, you dumb motherfuckers. It's the truth. This match had its good points, but it was nothing special to me. Nothing that stood out, man. Y'all fucking overrate these WrestleMania matches for Undertaker, man. Y'all been fucking overrating them, man. And like Bruce said, since 27, Rock has been there. So him and Undertaker have been in the same amount of matches pretty much since that year. But you shit on the Rock because he's a part-timer. He only comes around for WrestleMania. What the fuck about Undertaker? Cock blowers? Get out of my face with that bullshit, man. Stop overrating these Undertaker WrestleManias, man. And I know I may sound like a hypocrite because I say appreciate these guys. You don't get to see them. You're not about to see them that much anymore. You keep saying that shit about Undertaker. This motherfucker only wrestled one time a year. This motherfucker gonna be around to what, 2031 with this bullshit, man. And it's fucking, listen, it's 2015. It's 2015. Why are motherfuckers still talking about, I can't wait to see Sting versus Undertaker at WrestleMania? Let that shit sink in. It's 2015. And motherfuckers still talking about, I can't wait to see
just
Undertaker
let it happen.
versus
Let them
Sting at
retire
WrestleMania.
right there.
Let them retire. Listen, let them wrestle and get announced into the Hall of Fame right after the match. Get this shit over and done with, man. Get these motherfuckers up out of here, man. Cause I don't know what's going. You got the young motherfuckers in a ladder match killing themselves to open up the show, and you got the fucking dinosaurs. You know what I'm saying? Main eventing and shit like that. But you know, my man Billy. Shout out to my man Billy. But it's getting to a point where I'm just tired of the shit, man. And it's not to hate on Taker and what he can do, but just stop overrating this shit like it's the greatest shit since sliced bread. It is what it is. We should see more of him. You know what I'm saying? If this is all he can do, it's definitely time for you to hang it up, Taker. Because that's a match, that's a spot. At this point, I don't see you putting anybody over. And I see some people arguing back and forth, oh, he buried Bray Wyatt. No, he just ascended. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? You could have had this fucking match on Raw. You know what I'm saying? Main event on Raw for all intents and purposes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
plus, do you feel like Bray Wyatt got elevated coming out of this?
No, I don't think Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt didn't need to beat Undertaker to be elevated, and he damn sure didn't need to lose to Undertaker to be elevated. What was the point? He basically feuded with himself leading up to this match, and then he lost. This motherfucker was cutting promos against a Titantron. This motherfucker was cutting promos against a burning rocking chair. Like, that's so apropos that it was a rocking chair struck by lightning. It was talking about the Undertaker here.
Yeah, that actually during the match, I was disappointed that the Undertaker didn't make like the sun disappear. Like I was actually expecting that to happen, but
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on with this bullshit already. Bray Wyatt been cutting promos on himself. For like
anybody that expected Bray Wyatt to go over after they put him in a meaningless 8-man tag team match on SmackDown, where Roman Reigns basically beat the fuck out of him.
Come on.
Okay, right then I said, yeah, they don't think about Bray Wyatt any differently than they did when, Cena blows him out in the fucking feud they had, and then Cena gets beat by Lesnar, and who's the first fucking guy they feed Cena after that? Yeah, throw him, Bray.
Listen, Bruce, I'm not qualified to speak on this because I was never in the business, like Matt Hardy told me.
Oh yeah, well.
I can't.
Well, and also, we've never been to Chef Ramsay's level, so we can't speak on if we like food.
No, you can't.
Give me a break.
So, but the thing I'm looking at is, all right, Taker, did you need to beat Bray Wyatt to get back into your groove? Like, this whole thing with Undertaker, let's see somebody else now. Let somebody else start a streak.
I don't think we could put that on Taker. I definitely don't think that was his call.
I'm not putting it on Taker, but
that was a Vince call.
Yeah.
It's a little bit, it's time, Taker, like, come on, man. To me, this was officially the first.
He just gave up his streak last year. He's obviously going to win this year,
He's obviously going to win, and now hang it the fuck up, get out of here.
I would rather have Bray Wyatt in this match than not in this match, win or lose.
Well, if he's going to be in a match at WrestleMania, I guess.
Yes,
but
he could have been in the fucking Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal instead,
Or he could have been feuding with Dean Ambrose for a fucking year.
I agree.
Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania.
Or they just have him beat Ambrose in an ambulance match and that's it.
Something, but
it was just what they did.
But I've never been in the business, so I can't speak on it.
No,
our apologies, yeah.
I'm sorry that logic.
Matt Hardy,
I'm sorry that logic doesn't make sense,
In the WWE, it doesn't.
While he eats a tuna casserole with some barbecue chips, pouring mad.
I think based on what they've given Bray Wyatt, with feeding him to Cena, having Cena bury the entire Wyatt family after he loses to Lesnar. Yeah, you thought I forgot that.
Multiple occasions he buried them.
Yes, all of them at once.
At Raw after SummerSlam.
Fucking ate all of them. And compared to that, this was like a quantum leap in the right direction, and they'll go right back to not caring about him.
He's gonna lose to John Cena again.
Well, I'm just saying, like, an ambulance match in theory is pretty damn dumb. Like, if we're feuding to a point where I want to kill you, I'm not gonna put you in an ambulance and send you to the hospital to get medical
Corey Graves
attention. How dumb does that sound?
Am I the only one that thinks Bray Wyatt's gonna want to compete for the U.S. title soon?
Oh my God! Please.
Oh God.
Well, let's move to the main event. A match that a lot of people thought was going to be horrible. No. And I had someone tweet me. They said, with the way the match was going, which we're going to get into, they said, now I see why Blitz was so excited about the way Lesnar beat Cena at SummerSlam. Obviously a Reigns hater. Yeah, that's why.
Man, whoever that dude is.
But, of course, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So Reigns comes out, gets a mixed bag reaction. I don't even know what the fuck to call that.
Getting flipped off.
Yeah, he was getting more boos than cheers. He went through the crowd as usual. He thinks he's still in the fucking Shield. And he dealt with fans poking him and smacking him, and I think he pushed a fan. I'm not sure. You go back, check the tape. It looked like a lot of fun. But they give him this. He gets in the ring, and he goes down in his little Spider-Man position, you know. And the cameraman starts running a circle around the ring. And as the fucking
now he's
fireworks...
wearing his cyborg outfit for Mortal Kombat. He done switched it up now.
Yeah. Oh, he was all excited. It's going to be blue trim. The big change reminds you of someone. But they've got the fucking fireworks going off on the top of the stadium, right? For Reigns. They get that right. Then Lesnar comes out. The crowd fucking pops. Well, the crowd popped for his music. And then they popped again when he came out. And then Lesnar does the thing like the signal for the fucking pyros. You remember the thing that Plant did when Lesnar returned? And the pyros go off about 10 seconds fucking late. Lesnar's like, oh, where's my pyros? And he starts walking down. Yeah, you missed that one. But there were definitely a lot of fireworks for each guy's entrance. Vince was going all out for his main event with that.
Tell him about Roman Reigns' chest plate. The motherfucker had a chest plate.
He had a chest plate on. But Paul Heyman handled the pre-bell introductions for Brock and move over Michael fucking Buffer. All right? That was awesome. But it was a heavy pro-Lesnar crowd. Duh. I mean, did anyone think it was going to be otherwise? But Brock starts the match with Reigns. I don't know what he was doing. He picks Reigns up and starts muscling his ass around, and Reigns, like, cut him with his fingernail. Because he's scrambling, like, where am I going? What are you doing with me? And Brock drives Reigns into the fucking corner, hits a suplex and an F5 to start the match. Just the way Brock is starting these matches now. Like full fucking force, you know. Did I just make a Jeff Farmer reference? But
Yeah.
On purpose. It's another suplex. Reigns starts coming back on Brock. Brock just fucking completely no-sells it and suplexes Reigns again.
Oh.
And I'm like, this is awesome because, you know, leading up in the build, it was like, yeah, Brock's going to go to UFC. I explained this in my preview. I explained it on the website a few times. In fact, I put a video on the website giving 10 reasons why Reigns can't win this match. But, so my stance had changed because if Brock is staying, you don't have him lose his first one-on-one match to Reigns when he just signed a 3-year fucking extension, you know, 3-year contract. But Reigns starts calling Lesnar in like Rocky Balboa or some shit, telling the story that he has guts, and everyone's just watching like, I don't give a fuck if he has guts. Lesnar hits him with another suplex, and Lesnar walks over to him and says, Suplex City, bitch! And that shit's fucking trending on YouTube or on Twitter immediately.
He really just said that shit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So Reigns starts fighting back again, and Lesnar hits another suplex. And these were different suplexes. They weren't all Germans. Reigns gets up. Lesnar hits his 6th suplex of the match. And Lesnar hangs Reigns over the top rope. He drove a fucking knee into his ribs, man. And you could tell Reigns was hurting from that knee. So he hangs Reigns over the top rope, and he's fucking driving these knees. And I think a couple of them caught Reigns in the face because Reigns like puts his guard up, and Lesnar's just fucking driving these knees in. The crowd's chanting, "This is awesome," because Brock is fucking his ass up. Brock comes off the ropes and he drives Reigns right off the fucking apron and into the barricade with his shoulder block. And you're just like, damn, he is kicking his ass. And it's starting to look like Brock re-signing could mean he's going to fucking squash Reigns. So, Brock runs at Reigns again, as Reigns is up on the apron. Reigns sidesteps and catches Brock with a knee. The crowd immediately fucking starts booing. Some kicks. They're booing even louder now. Like, no, fuck this! We want Brock smash! You know, that was like the mentality of all of us. Lesnar just cuts Reigns off and blasts him off the apron with a fucking serious clothesline. Shit. You want to talk about fucking car crash? That's what this match was. A fucking one-way, semi-truck crashing into a car is what it looked like. So Brock sends Reigns back into the ring, and then he hits a vertical suplex. And, Brock just can't throw a fucking vertical suplex. He's got to hit the vertical suplex from one side of the ring and throw you out the other fucking side. And that's what he did. So it sends Reigns to the floor. Reigns gets up on the apron, and Brock grabs him from the apron over the ropes and brings him back into the ring with a nasty belly-to-belly overhead release suplex, sending Reigns across the ring for like the 8th suplex of the match. And the crowd was counting every time he hit a suplex. 7, 8. Some of the cool, man, I love that. So Brock muscles Reigns up and hits a second F5, and you're thinking this shit could really possibly be done here. Maybe. There's a chance he kicks out, but maybe. Would be pretty cool, because they were running short on time at this point, but Reigns fucking kicks out after a long 2 count. And Reigns is like doing this thing where he's like, yeah, you're beating my ass, but I like it.
That was pissing me off so much.
It was so fucking stupid. I see what they were going for because they think that's going to endear him to the crowd, the Samoan spirit. In all respect to the Noai family, dude, Reigns just, isn't over.
That shit couldn't get Dolph Ziggler over, and he's way more beloved by the fans.
Very true. So Brock Lesnar, after he kicks out, he backs up, and he takes the fucking MMA gloves off, and I'm like, oh no! He's gonna fucking Cena his ass, where he busted Cena open. So Lesnar picks Reigns up, he's still laying on the ground, he picks him up to a seated position, and he proceeds to slap him right in the fucking face. And then he picks him up, fucking slaps him again. He is just making this dude his bitch. And then every time he's doing these moves, Reigns, asks for more. So Brock gives him another belly to back and another, and then picks Reigns up and hits another F5 on Reigns. And now he kicks out of a third fucking F5.
Wait, hold on. Undertaker ain't kicked out of 3 F5s.
Oh, I was getting pissed at this point. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fucking blow my top if it's going down like this.
Super Reigns, bro. I caught this shit a year ago. These motherfucking Super Reigns. I caught it.
Well, so Brock throws Reigns out of the ring. He sets up Reigns to send him into the ring post. And I'm thinking, oh shit, Brock's gonna take this fucking ring post. Reigns ends up sending Brock into the ring post, and of course Brock Lesnar, Brock Smash mentality. Give me $3 million, I run my head into the fucking post on purpose. This dude ran his head into that post just like he did. I don't remember, I think it was in the feud with Triple H where he purposefully slammed the side of his head into the post on Raw and he was bleeding everywhere. Yeah. Did the same fucking thing here, and this dude is bleeding all over. I'm like, yeah! But don't lose! You know what I mean? So Brock gets to his feet. Roman Reigns hits the fucking Superman punch. Brock kind of bounces off the ropes, and he takes another Superman punch. I'm like, no! No!
Don't worry.
Lesnar refuses to go down. Reigns hits a third one. And then Brock just catches him like he's going to hit a suplex. I'm like, yeah, suplex him. Reigns fights out of it, hits another Superman punch and a spear, and Brock still gets up. And then Reigns hits another spear, and I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. And Brock kicks out at 2, thank God. He kicks out at 2. So Roman Reigns sets up another Superman punch, He runs in. Lesnar catches him, coming in for the Superman punch in midair, fucking F5s his ass. And you're like, oh, Brock's... And then Seth Rollins comes out. What?
My man.
Yep. So Rollins comes out of the briefcase, huge fucking pop. Everybody's favorite wrestler at this point, even though I still would have liked to see Brock retain. And Seth Rollins cashes in his briefcase, and Lillian Garcia announces that this is now a triple threat match. And I'm thinking, oh shit, what if they have Reigns pin Rollins? I think we were all thinking the same thing. Rollins kicks Reigns out of the ring to the floor, and he hits a curb stomp on Lesnar. He goes for a second curb stomp. Lesnar catches him, gets him in the F5 position, and I'm like, yeah, Lesnar's going to come out of this like the fucking destroyer, And then Reigns hits Lesnar with a spear. Oh, no. Like every move, I'm up and down. And then Rollins hits the curb stomp on Roman Reigns, and Rollins pins Reigns to become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion to end the show. What the fuck? That was awesome. The fact that I was into it as much as I was, I've got to say that was awesome. And basically, the entire match until the end, Brock Lesnar kicked the fuck out of Roman Reigns. So if that's what you were looking to see, you got that. There were some hold your breath moments at the end, but then ultimately, if they were going to take the belt off Brock, let's face it, most of us wanted to see Rollins with that belt, and that's what happened. So it's going to make for a very interesting Raw tomorrow night. As far as my overall show rating, I've got to think about the number. I know, womp, 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 right? But I'm not going to throw a number out there right now because I spent so much time. I spent like 6 months working on that 30 Years of WrestleMania article in video, which I did with my boys Billy and MG. So I got to think about it. I don't want to just throw a number out there. I need to decompress and unwind a little bit from it so I don't give one based on, being on a high at the end. But I'll just say it was a very, very entertaining show. It delivered. Fuck Cena, okay? But for the most part, this fucking show exceeded my expectations, which I thought it would. So I'll just turn it over to the boys and find out what you guys thought overall.
Well, it sounded like, fans got what they wanted. No Roman Reigns as champion. The fact that they did something different with the cash-in terms of having him come out there and cash in after the match was already over, and him just inserting himself into the match, I like that touch. That's been one of the biggest complaints I've had with the Money in the Bank is it's been far too predictable, and I've been begging for them to just do something differently, like a guy take his Money in the Bank and use it to sign a contract for a title shot that's way down the line or some shit like that, or right in the middle of a match, or fucking somewhere out in public or something like that, and they did it here, so it sounds good. I'm happy for Tyler Black. I've watched this dude come up through the indies. I own both of his ROH DVDs. I've seen his entire path. I watched him down in FCW. I watched him in NXT. Watched him debut on the main roster. I've seen his journey, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So I think the last 3 Manias, former ROH champions walked out as champion, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm pretty cool with that. So this is a win for me personally because I'm an ROH guy. So 2 years in a row, get an ROH guy winning the belt. And they protected Lesnar, which is always good. You got to protect the beast. And fuck Roman Reigns. Oh, and welcome to the dark side, Bruce. you're now a Roman Reigns hater, so I can definitely appreciate that. I can definitely appreciate your hatred for Roman Reigns. So
me saying that if there has to be a choice between him and Cena, go with Reigns. You know, that was it. You know what I mean? I kept saying there's a bunch of other guys I'd rather see with that belt. And people took it as, well, you know. But if Brock was leaving and they were going to go with Reigns instead of Cena, okay, I'll tolerate it for a little while. But I never fucking was excited about that shit. Are you kidding me? When did I ever act excited about that? I don't know why people started drawing that conclusion. As soon as Brock re-signed, my whole fucking stance changed. Ask any VIPer.
Oh, and by the way, this wasn't something that was planned throughout the long haul. Word is they changed the main event plans as late as yesterday, Saturday. So,
well, it worked out well. It was that was some good suspense, man.
Meaning that either Lesnar's going away for a while, or they wanted to have at least the belt, present, because they might be going. I think they're going on their European tour or their tour in Japan pretty soon, especially over the summer, and they would probably want to have the champion there for that tour, and that might be one of the big reasons why they took the belt off of Lesnar.
And they're going to have Reigns chase Rollins. That's
I know they're going back to Japan this summer, which is one of the reasons why they put Kenta in that Battle Royal, by the way. So, I mean, it was for reasons outside of, Brock being the man. It was, business reasons.
Anybody else?
Well, let me just, because I'm going to be brief, because obviously I didn't see this shit. But them having the triple threat, that didn't surprise me at all, because I figured it was about time for them to really, #continuity, people, #continuity, for them to really live up to that stipulation anytime, any place. Like, this briefcase can give me a title shot, even in the middle of a match. It's anytime, any place. So I figured there was no better year to do it than now. Now, the ending did surprise. I figured that they were just Roman Reigns all the way. When they, Vince and Stephanie, whoever is running stuff at that company, when they get their Jones about somebody, they're going to drive that person down your throat. So them not using Reigns, that's probably what MG just said. They'll have the belt on television, and plus they always have that right after WrestleMania drop off. So they'll have a nice hot feud between Reigns and Rollins, because if Roman would have won it, it wouldn't be as hot. So for Roman to be chasing the belt is much hotter. Let me reaffirm that I'm not feeling Roman. I jumped off that bandwagon long time ago, months ago. But that's what they're going to do. That's what they want to do. And more power to them. And Tyler Black is world champion at the end of WrestleMania. If you would have came back in a time machine, like 4 years ago, and you would have told me that, there's no way. I would totally think you were bullshitting me completely. So, and it makes me think, Samoa Joe's going into this company now, and Kenta and Prince Devitt, these guys could be world champions. These guys really could be future WrestleMania main eventers. It doesn't sound so outrageous now, because Tyler Black is the world champion. Think about that. Like, people listening to this that have been ROH fans, like, really let that shit sink in. Like, Samoa Joe could be holding the belt at the end of WrestleMania 2 years from now. That's really not out of the realm of possibility. Last year it was Bryan freaking Danielson. So, I mean, as much as I really hate this company, and I really kind of don't care, it kind of does amaze me. So, it gives me a little bit of hope for the future, because Vince can't be around forever, much as he thinks he wants to be. When Vince is gone, then I'll take some serious interest in this product again. But that does give me some hope. And I almost want to watch this match now. Bruce made it sound like it was good. And I know me and Bruce's taste are very
very close. Yeah.
Very similar. So we just come from that same school of thought of watching professional wrestling. So if he enjoyed that match and he was jumping up and down, I will probably be jumping up and down too.
You will.
At some point this week, I'll probably check it out. But that's my thoughts on it. But once again, ROH fans and indie fans, let that shit sink in. Like, Tyler Black is holding the belt at the end of WrestleMania.
And I'm sorry.
Tyler Black isn't holding the belt. Seth Rollins is holding the belt.
Well,
Daniel Bryan was holding the belt, not Bryan Danielson. And if Samoa Joe came to WWE,
he's gonna be Joey Samoa.
Tyler Black portraying a WWE character is holding the belt. I'll put it that way.
He'd be Polynesian Pete, all right?
Polynesian Pete.
He'd be Polynesian Pete.
I'm sorry, but as an old school guy who's paid for a lot of fucking pay-per-views over the years, and those UFC pay-per-views aren't cheap.
They're not.
I still the one thing I'll never ever have criticized is the consumer-friendly price of $10. You know, it's still. I mean, we were excited when ECW pay-per-views were $20 in the '90s.
Oh my gosh! I would pay $100 for those pay-per-views back then. I didn't care.
Oh, they were awesome. Yeah.
This match was fucking awesome. Like the crowd was saying, when it started and Brock got busted open, I said, "Yo, this."
Wait a minute. There was color in this match.
Oh yeah.
Color. This motherfucker was leaking. Yo, as soon as the match opened.
Okay, now I'm watching it.
Brock pulled a Ric Flair, man. He pulled a Ric Flair.
Listen,
I'm watching this.
As soon as the match opened, like the first 2 seconds, I guess he told Roman Reigns, yo, motherfucker, come at me as hard as you can. I could eat all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So come at me however you got to. Roman Reigns hit him with some rights, busted it, cut his eye open a little bit, like on some boxing match shit. I said, all right, either Brock was fine with that, or he went a little bit too far, and Brock is about to turn this into some real UFC shit on this board. But after that, it was Suplex City, bitch. That was it. It was Suplex fucking City, and I loved it.
Let me add, if Vince McMahon doesn't put that out as a T-shirt tomorrow, he deserves to fucking go bankrupt.
It's not PG.
And that's what I'm saying. And that T-shirt better say Suplex City, bitch. Not Suplex City bitch on the shirt.
It would sell out.
Yeah,
hell yeah. That shit would sell like the damn WWE ice cream bars, straight up.
But he's not gonna put that on a T-shirt, and there's too many fucking nerds in the WWE fan base to be walking around rocking that T-shirt.
Much as I hate their guts, I would think about buying that shirt. Well, at least Pro Wrestling Tees can make money off that shit, so fuck you.
Oh yeah, ProWrestlingTees.com/virtuoso sports. Go pick yourself a Bliss Team T-shirt.
Hell yeah.
Listen.
Ambitions of greatness, bitch.
This match was the only type of match that I enjoyed to the fullest extent, because this is the type of shit I like to see. A badass motherfucker going in.
Let me clarify one more time. This was real color. This wasn't that Roman Reigns gingivitis shit, right?
I'm not talking about Roman Reigns bleeding. Brock Lesnar was bleeding. Brock Lesnar was bleeding.
Okay. No, because what I'm saying is, Roman Reigns always does that fucking bleeding gums Murphy bullshit.
Nah. None of that shit, man. Nah.
Spitting out toy blood and shit.
Brock was bleeding the hard way.
When he threw him into the ring post, he bust his head open and all that shit. That wasn't no blading job.
This is some Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes type shit. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
This was the type of match I like to see. I don't
back to that NWA shit.
Let me get this through, Lyrical, because I gotta leave, man. I gotta leave. This is what I like to see. This is a heavyweight championship match. You could take all that storyline shit, shine it up, you know what I'm saying, turn it sideways, shove it right up your candy-coated ass. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, this is what I want to fucking see. I don't need storyline. I don't need drama. I don't need none of that. I'm glad they let him come out like this, because that tug-of-war bullshit at the end of the road, that shit was flop to me. You know what I'm saying? This is what the fuck I like to see. This is what I like wrestling to be portrayed as. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad they got a UFC motherfucker up in there to convey that type of feel for it, because that's what it needs. Roman Reigns took a fucking beating. That was scaring me, because I was like, fuck, they're gonna have him take a beating and then do the Super Cena shit. I'll hesitate to say he held his own, but he did do enough in the match to give it a certain sense of believability. You know what I'm saying? An air of realism to it. Like, you felt like you was watching a real fucking fight. And that was good enough for me from Roman Reigns. For that, I give you a pat on the back. The whole Money in the Bank, cashing in shit, that's fine. To me, that's some gimmicky shit. You know, Rollins came out with the shit. It did throw me off, because, like Bruce said, I thought, all right, they're going to have Rollins pin Roman Reigns pin Rollins, and that's how he's going to get the belt. I was like, oh, fuck. Especially when Brock picked him up to hit that F5, and then Roman speared him. I said, fuck. But, you know, it was a nice surprise element. It was a good swerve at the end of WrestleMania. That's something people haven't had in a minute. But to take, you know, not to take away from that shit or whatever, I didn't need all that. I could have just went with the straight up beating down of Roman Reigns at the hands of Brock Lesnar and been perfectly fine with that, especially being that he's going to stay in the WWE for a minute. It was an entertaining match. Listen, Liverpool personally, I'll go back and watch this match again just to take another trip through Suplex City, because it was that fucking entertaining. Like, seriously, like, just that factor alone.
Hey, you got me sold, man. I'm already sold.
I'm telling you, man. It's just the way Brock carries himself. Why you motherfuckers want to send me hostile tweets? Why you motherfuckers want to this, that, and third and bother me and stalk me and all this shit? Because I like tough motherfuckers like that. Because I don't want to see some little vegan goat herding motherfucker like Daniel Bryan walking around. Or however the WWE have these other motherfuckers walking around. I don't like that type of shit. I like motherfuckers who carry themselves like Brock, who just have that air of badassery about themselves, and it's on full display. Maybe he comes around every once in a while to defend his title. I have no fucking problem with that, because he puts the badassery on full display. You know what I'm talking about? That harkens back to the days of the type of motherfuckers I liked. Even the motherfuckers my grandfathers liked before that. You know what I'm saying? A Bruno Sammartino or whatever. Like, what's wrong with liking tough motherfuckers in the world of wrestling? Fuck all you fucking WWE Puniverse sheep, man. Can't stand you motherfuckers out there. Not the Blitz team, because that's the reason y'all found Bruce Blitz, and that's the reason y'all dedicate your time and invest your time into his reviews and his product. Because it's an alternative for the WWE fucking Puniverse and their fan base, man. All right? We're the antithesis of that whole fucking conglomerate over there. You know what I'm saying? We're something else, man. But I'm so fucking sick of it that you have to conform to this fucking way of thought. Oh, you have to like these guys, and oh, yay, and all this nerd shit. We're so happy. Fuck out of here, man. The Beast Incarnate came to town, tore shit apart. I'm not even upset that he lost the title in the fashion that he did, because he didn't fucking drop it to Roman Reigns or get pinned by that cocksucker. This was an entertaining match. I didn't need 100 fucking flips. All right, Young Bucks, go fuck yourself. I don't need all that cartwheeling bullshit inside and outside of the ring with your little Olsen twins looking ass. I don't need that. All right? I don't need motherfucking extra technical bullshit and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need King of Grappling style. None of that bullshit. Just give me a tough-ass motherfucker tearing shit up, and I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm content with that. All right? I have no fucking problem with the way the belt was dropped. I'm in this form of losing the fucking belt. I'm fine with it, because this is how Money in the Bank can come into play and help all of us out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people have a little, you know, hatred towards it. They don't like it because of the gimmick. They don't like it because of the way people drop the belt, or it makes this guy look weak, or this guy look strong, or particular. Who gives a fuck? They kept the fucking strap off of Roman Reigns, so I'm happy for it. At the end of the day, this is my favorite match on the fucking card. The two things that entertained me the most through the whole fucking WrestleMania was this match and the Rock Rousey segment. Those were the two things that entertained me the most. You take away all the filler, Bruce. I wonder if you clocked these matches tonight. I wonder what the actual in-ring fighting time was for WrestleMania 31. I'm really curious about that. Take away all the filler and all that other nonsense. But call me old, grumpy old man. Say I'm stuck in the past or whatever. But you had Raw's fuck yourself. You had night shows that were of this magnitude back in the day. If you think I'm lying, go fuck yourself. Or get yourself a subscription to the WWE Network and go look up a fucking show. All right, you had pay-per-views of this magnitude before. Stop with the greatest WrestleMania of all time bullshit. Stop with the, it was fucking, there was a lot of awesome things in this. I'm not going to say it was an awesome total WrestleMania. With that being said, for the Brock Lesnar match, I'm giving that shit a 4 out of 5 stars. The only reason that I am taking something away from it is because the gimmick shit, the soap opera shit comes into play. That's how I like a heavyweight match to just be a straight up heavyweight match for the championship. You know, whatever. Grumpy old man. Overall WrestleMania, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's I'm not even being generous. I'm giving this credit where it's due. But it didn't have anything that I was like, wow, this is gonna stay with me forever. Not even the Sting Triple H shit. That was a nostalgia feel. The most entertaining aspects was fucking Rock Rousey. That wasn't even a match, and the title match for the heavyweight title. That was it. 3.5 out of 5. A decent Mania, a good Mania, one that I will reference, one that I will never look at as the greatest of all time or put in that conversation. Jump off Vince McMahon's dick, motherfuckers.
Real quick question, Grits. Follow-up question. Would you rate this like good for a WrestleMania or just a really good pay-per-view? Because you saw WrestleMania 3. I saw WrestleMania 3. Bruce saw WrestleMania 3. That was WrestleMania. WrestleMania is something else. A pay-per-view is a pay-per-view, but WrestleMania is something else. So I'm asking you in that context.
I think they've lowered the bar so much. The standard is so low when it comes to their pay-per-views that their WrestleManias have that WrestleMania feel. If you harken back to the Attitude Era when almost every fucking pay-per-view was fucking blockbuster-ish, especially with the main events they had, you know, you had to come with it. Like, that's why WrestleMania 17, WrestleMania 19, like, those were so fucking spectacular. You had to come with it because every pay-per-view was pretty much good, especially when it came to the main event scene. But nowadays, the pay-per-views are so mediocre that it gives all the WrestleManias for the last 7 years or whatever a big time feel. But about WrestleMania all-time standards, I'm not going to put it up there. I can't put it in that conversation. But for WWE nowadays pay-per-view standards, this was a great pay-per-view.
Yeah, and when I walk away, I'm still listening, multitasking here. 2 hours, 6 minutes, 49 seconds of wrestling. So over 2 hours.
And how long was the actual WrestleMania show?
4 hours. So it's over half actual bell-to-bell wrestling. You got the entrances, you had the Rock segment, you know.
Yeah.
Not too bad, though. Not too bad.
Not too bad. All things
a lot better than you're going to get on Raw.
Yeah. All things considered for their Super Bowl of pay-per-views, you know what I'm saying? For the Super Bowl of their season. It's just I can't oversell it. I see too many people overselling it, and the same thing happens every year. Stop. I understand being a fan of things, but put things in perspective, y'all. Don't live in the moment so vicariously through things that you love and things that you're a fan of, because you blow shit out of proportion, man. A great show, a very entertaining show. I was not displeased with it. I'm not going to bury it overall. There were certain things I didn't like about it, but the positives outweighed the negatives. But stop with the greatest WrestleMania of all time. Stop with this was totally fucking awesome. Like I said, you know, you got pros in there. You got some vets in there like an Undertaker, like a Sting, like a Triple H. You got guys who know what they're doing. But like that ladder match for the IC strap, you would see, back in the day, you would see that as a mid-card match during a Raw or whatever. And again, that's not me being a grumpy old man saying, "What's up, man? My boy from the dirty South. What's good?" But
good.
I'm not gonna bury the whole event. I won't do that. But
shout out to Karen for sending me a picture of Brock bleeding. Wow.
Yeah, Karen, what's going on, man?
Some color.
She always. I'm telling you, yo. I'm going to watch that match again as soon as I can find it, or I'll go back on the network to watch it again. I will watch out of all the matches of the night. There's only 2 things that I'll go back and watch that I want to watch, as far as look for to watch again. All the other stuff, if I see it up or it pops up somehow or wherever I'm at, I might watch it again. But I will go back and watch that Rock segment, probably at least once or twice more. But I will go watch that trip. I want to take a couple more trips through Suplex City. That's my word. I want to take a couple because you don't see that anymore, Bruce. Lyrical. You don't see that type of motherfucker in that capacity in this fucking company anymore. And so it's something to behold when you do get a chance to see it. So that's why I'm going to watch it a couple more fucking times. To see somebody carry themselves like that. To see themselves work the fucking match like that, man. I like seeing that. I miss that type of shit, man. I miss motherfuckers like Stone Cold, like Macho Man Randy fucking Savage. Carry themselves like fucking badasses and shit. I miss that. Fucking send me the fucking... I'm at Grits718 on Twitter. Send me all your bullshit and all your hate. Send me that shit right there. Cock blowers. Because I like real tough shit. Fucking nerds.
All right, let's roll through the very end here. Shoddy, thumbs up, thumbs down. He might have passed out. Sam, did you get to see it?
I literally just watched like most of it before I jumped on.
What are you thinking out of what you've seen?
I mean, hey, Grits, I mean, the man pretty much said it all. I mean, Ronda Rousey, she could put the armbar me any day of the week. I mean, shit, I would tap out, but as long as she's on top of me, I do not give a fuck. I mean, fucking Brock Lesnar, this Suplex City, bitch, that's all you gotta say. I mean, now that's gonna be my new tagline, Suplex City, bitch, talk about it. You know, just, so, I mean, Brock delivered. I'll give it up to Roman Reigns. I mean, he was going Super Cena there for a second. I didn't like that, but it made the match more believable. So, you know, after you caught him with those Superman punches, you caught him with those two spears, you're thinking, oh, shit, he's finna win the belt. But, hey, you know, Rollins came in there, doing that Money in the Bank, won the belt, wasn't expecting it, but it happened. So, I mean, only problem is now, I mean, tomorrow's probably going to be epic too, depending on what they do. But then after that, what are they going to do? That's just a real question. Because every year, we get hyped up thinking, okay, they're on the right track, they're going to do something. Then by Extreme Rules, they fuck up again. So, I mean, you know, at that point, we just got to wait and see what's going to happen pretty much. But, you know, scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 7 just because that Rock Ronda Rousey segment and that Brock Lesnar match really did kind of elevate everything. So, just in my opinion, that's the reason I'll give it that 7.
Oh, and that's one thing is I give Reigns a lot of credit. He took a lot of fucking physicality in that match. Shit. Anyone else want to give a thumbs up, thumbs down before I wrap it up?
You know, I'll give the show a thumbs up. I thought it was pretty decent for today's standards with the WWE. Brock not losing, but losing was, you know, all right because he did not take, you know, a pinfall. He had Seth Rollins come in, curve stomp, the cousin of Roman Reigns, and John Cena beat Rusev. That wasn't entertaining at all, but all I care about is Lana. You know, I'm glad she's okay. I thought Bray should actually beat Taker, in my opinion, at least, because you know it's going to be on Raw tomorrow. It's not going to be Taker. It's going to be Bray.
Yeah. Understood. Yeah.
You know, losing to Cena last year and having to go off TV and get repackaged with dry ice. You know, it was. I don't think he should have lost. I think he should have went over. And if you were going to call him the new face of fear, why not just go with it? You know what I mean?
I understand that. Yeah, for sure.
I didn't even watch the pre-show, really. I think, did Big Show actually win the...
Yeah, he did. He did. And then he stood next to the trophy in the Andre the Giant pose. Yeah.
Man, real quick, I just saw this on Twitter. There is a picture of Rock taking a picture of Paige, Ronda Rousey, and AJ hugged up together.
Wow.
Just thought I had to put that out there. But it's a picture of Rock taking a picture. It's basically a Ronda Rousey sandwich with Paige and AJ as the bread.
Wow.
Shit, I'll be that chocolate filling, man. Let me jump in that shit.
I am about to repost this so you guys can see it.
All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Let me get everyone to plug their stuff before we go. MG.
I still need about 5 minutes to find the fucks that I had for WWE.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll be off.
I'm having a hard time finding them.
I'll let you all know on the website if he finds them off the air. Yeah.
But yeah, that's me.
Twitter.com/virtuososports, YouTube.com/virtuososports for MG. He's also got some really kick-ass official Blitz Team T-shirts on ProWrestlingTees.com/virtuososports. Shoddy, who I think crashed out. You can find him at Shady Here on Twitter and Shady Best on YouTube. Sam, you want to plug your stuff since you're still here?
Yeah, follow me on Twitter, Rated TV SG. If I don't follow you back, just follow me and I'll follow you back. I'll be getting a lot of them, and I don't pay attention, so just hit me up.
Eventually you get around to it. It's follow backs. That's how I usually do it. Eventually I get around to it.
Yeah.
Mark.
All right. You can follow me on Twitter at BreakKayfabe. Wow, Break Kayfabe. Break Kayfabe. If I don't follow you back, you're probably a Cena fan or a Roman Reigns fan. You can subscribe to me on YouTube at youtube.com. Just do a YouTube search for Mark Times. That's MarQTYMES.
And he'll be doing a solo WrestleMania review, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right after this.
Yep. Lyrical, you got some good stuff to plug.
Yeah, basically, you can just search Lob Mob, period. Just the Lob Mob, I should say. You could just put in Lob Mob in the Google search. You can find the Twitter page. I'm at The Lob Mob on Twitter. I'm also at Lyrical Thread on Twitter. If you're going to come with wrestling inquiries and want to know my thoughts, probably the Lyrical Thread page be more appropriate for that. Lob Mob page is going to be a lot of gaming stuff and basketball, b-ball.
Oh, you do some wrestling game commentaries too every once in a while, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to expand out to that, so slowly but surely.
So if you're into the game commentaries, make sure to check him out. You've got Jay. You can find him on Twitter at JohnJ06. Grits is at Grits718. And Grits, it sounded like you wanted to get a final word in.
Yeah, I'm just real quick. First, shout out to Jesse, what it is, homie. You know, shout out to Billy Mode. That's what I call you. I just want everyone to know that the Animal Batista. Well, of course he's the Animal Batista. He's one of the greatest of all time, Michael. Of course he's intense. He's the Animal Batista, Michael. Shout out to Vegas Mike, you know what I'm saying? A couple others that ain't here. You can also find me on Twitch, Grits_2137. Like Bruce said, you can find me on Twitter at Grits718. Send all your hate, send all your butthurt emotions, tweet them to me over there. But when you want the official, unplugged, unadulterated, completely unhinged, and total package of Grits, there's only one place to find that, and that's at blitzsportsnetwork.com. You know what I'm saying? That is the site of all sites. That's where you need to be. And it's not just wrestling on there, man. Bruce, I want to get into, especially that 50 greatest players of the NBA. Like, there's so much content on there. Like, my phone doesn't do it justice. Like, I got to take a week. I need a vacation from work to really dig into the site. That's how much work this fucking man has put into it. And the wrestling portion of the site could be its own site alone. And that's just the wrestling portion. But if you really want the true grits, that's where you will find me, man. And my next 5 minutes, I will be going in. I will be burying some shit. And Bruce, I'm going to surprise you with something, because I'm going to hit you with something that you may not be ready for, but it's going to be something that you got to think about, man. So y'all get ready for them next 5 minutes, man.
I kind of know where you're going with some of it, and I'm looking forward to it. So
yeah.
Want to give a shout out to all of you that hung out with us through this video. Thank you for your time. Shout out to all the VIP Blitz teamers. This was simulcasting on the website at the same time. So to all of you watching on the website live or after the fact, shout out to you. Looking forward to doing some more videos with you guys this week. I've been bringing the VIPers on videos. I'm going to record a bunch of them with you guys this week and then put them all together. We'll get your thoughts on WrestleMania. Of course, your comments as well. So yeah, come on over to blitzsportsnetwork.com, get a membership, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Don't forget to like the video if you had a good time. at least some thought-provoked or whatever. We'll be back
What do
tomorrow
you mean
night.
if they had a good time, bro?
They got a reaction. You know, yeah, there were a lot of reactions tonight. But we'll be back tomorrow night to review Raw. With that being said, I'm going to wrap it up there. I got to get some rest. So we're out. Hope you guys enjoyed Mania. Talk to you later.